Let me tell you a story of a man that thinks he's good role model. Let me tell you a story of a man that has tantrums like a toddler. It's a man that will tell you gamers should never aspire. It's a man that will tell you he's the one you should admire. He will tell is a good think that he have platform terrorist. He will tell is a good think that he have made someone a activist. The same man who claims to support queers, saying it's his way. It's the same man who, when he wants to offend somebody, will call them gay. That's the man who got banned from entering the country, but is not banned of Twitch thanks to his Gooner Clancy daddy. His race is what's convenient to him, changing it when he need to be a victim. He claims to never talk about Asmund, but we all know he has shrine where both they balding heads can properly shine. He have managed to be called anti-Semite and Zionist at the same time. He is also an individual that encourages committing crime. Let me tell you a story of a man that thinks he's good role model. Let me tell you a story of a man that went to human trafficking brothel. It's a story of a man who went to Diddy party. It's a story of a man who preaches voting for correct party. He's the man who among the parents has zero favorability. He's the man who would sell everyone to avoid accountability. It's a tale of a man who would tell you what is proper. It's a tale of a man that the world knows him only as Dog Shocker. When he got investigated by government, he will say that Asmund should be his colleague, while saying he caused his parents' deaths, building up Hassan fatigue. White baby that shapeshifts to get victim points, will bending backwards anytime to keep his Gucci bag of coins. From his 3 million mansion, he will tempt you to be communist. That's world biggest champagne socialist. Here is my main opponent, guy who does not shower, said by man who stole in Cuba electricity for his dog shocking power. This is the same creature that will tell you he's not mad while threatening to delete himself because game about space dad. Man so insecure that one woman made him wear suits. At least that's gonna prepare him for legal pursuits. He will tell pushing back against DEI is racist, while crashes out on every race that calls out this narcissist. One of the reasons he is famous is by being his uncle nephew. He is looking for the reasons why the Asians hate him. I know a few. And that is a ballad about the man who shocks dog for moving out of her place. So to wrap this up, let us list some of his names. Electric dog, Saints, nephew, Hassan, Diddy, dog, zapper, small head, communist with Gucci bag, champagne, socialist, final boss, Schrodinger's Turk, Schrodinger's Muslim, white baby, Asmund gold lover, Nepo baby, Twitch Stalin, terrorist supporter, dog shocker, piker.
So that was Potato Crusader. Please have a look at the guy's work. We unfortunately last night, I do apologize for not setting you up for Monday. We had so much stuff going on Monday. It became a madhouse, literally. So we had to move you on to Wednesday. I'll have to leave a comment and go, we weren't able to get you on Monday, but we definitely got you on frickin' on Wednesday because Bob was falling asleep. I was gonna do this video at the end, but Bob was ready to pass out. So hello, I am more fortunate than you.
We went almost to midnight.
I'm sleeping Bob. What?
We went almost to midnight. Of course I was about to go to sleep.
We went to bed at 10. We quit it at 10.
Sleep schedule.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep your sleep schedule. I know you didn't get up till 11 today because I was like, I had the morning stream and I kind of did that solo.
Well, I also didn't really want to join that one.
Why? There was some fun that day. We were talking about
that day, meaning today. And he's like, I need to get something, so I'm gonna go on a walk and then hit up the store on my way back.
Yeah.
I needed one of those days where it's like, you know what, smell the fresh air, maybe hear somebody mowing the grass on occasion because it is that season.
Yeah, I gotcha. I do that too, actually. That's what my. There's a reason.
It was a sweat walk.
Yeah.
It was my penance.
What I do, you know what I do sometimes? Like sometimes, like I do go do that myself. I'll just go out and do stuff. Although I want to get suspenders for my joggers because my joggers are so old they're falling apart. I gotta hike them all the way to my freaking belly.
Dude, at that point, get yourself like a sewing machine. Just get some patchwork jogger pants.
Oh man!
You never know. That could be the new hit style. You never know.
The rubber on the rubber on the waist is fucking gone. That fucker has been washed so many times that if I was to aim the crotch, you could see like a big beam of light. It's like that moment of Empire Strikes. Yeah, no, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Where you like raises the thing. It's just me. It's my joggers. Big light flashes.
And so anybody who witnesses will have their face melt.
No. I'm not that.
You did say Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, but that scene in Raiders where he holds the amulet up to the light.
Okay, I was thinking more it's like when they open, the casket, and it's just like, no. The guy's face just melts off.
That was the giant 600-pound woman at a Walmart I saw a couple weeks ago wearing.
Oh no.
Yoga pants. So tight. And it was, and she bent over to grab something, and it just went. I heard a rip sound. I'm like, I'm not looking, and I looked, and I heard a little kid go. Ah!
Oh, no! I feel bad for the kid. It's traumatizing.
Speaking about things that I look. Okay. Rule of life, boys. Girls will wear the stupidest things sometimes.
Sometimes it's also because their girlfriends told them to.
Yeah, their girlfriends told them to. And I'm going to warn ladies. Ladies, if it's a super windy morning, do not wear a white skirt and a pure black thong. Because in that windy morning, that short skirt is blowing in the wind. So at first I walked by.
You look like Marilyn Monroe.
It was two university students walking to the area because I'm doing my big long walk.
Oh, it's university.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be real with you. Anytime I walk by the college in my area when I decide to go on long walks, but that's usually in the colder months.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's fall, it's autumn, it's winter, and it's like, girl, I can see everything.
Yeah.
I can see everything, and it's winter. No wonder you're fucking cold.
No, my favorite was I'm walking through it. I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna be too long. I'm gonna like, I'm heading down. I'm going down the long bike path because we have this like universal bike path, and these two girls are walking up. It looks like they're going to class. I'm going away because I'm going back to my basement and my hole. And as I'm going to my basement, this girl literally. She walks by and all I see the wind's blowing and she's like wearing this super short skirt. And as I keep walking, I think I just heard the door.
Are we talking about the Orange and Black website kind of short?
Yeah, really short.
Oh.
So she like all I see is this breeze go, and I'm like, so at first I didn't look, just said hi, ladies, keep walking. And as they got a little farther away, I turned around to look to have another look. Because you sneak looks. You
got to do a double take sometimes. It's like,
you gotta do that double take.
Is that actually that short?
Yeah,
holy fuck, it is.
I turned around and I dong. I don't like the way it looks.
But that thong.
So I'm like, God, silver thong, man. It had a black and silver dog. Yeah, it had a black thing, and you could see where the little up top was silver. And I'm like,
okay.
Oh,
you had me concerned there because normally when
with
black cloth discolors, it goes to brown and then silver, depending on the additives in there.
Yeah.
I thought you were calling her dirty. She's dirty.
No. I mean, that was a nice butt. And I'm not.
Now you won't hear any background noise.
I'm not
I can't hear
skeezing.
you.
Yeah, hello, DJ. You're a little quiet.
Hey.
But no, I'm not skeezing on the girl, but I'm being honest as a man.
Right now.
You know, because we are men, and men deserve ladies do it too. We all do it.
Yeah, I would say, ladies, if you're gonna be wearing something that short, you will have people peeking. So don't be mad when you do it. I mean, you know why you do it. It's like you want to feel good about yourself. You want to look good, right? Okay.
Hey,
there's a point where it's showing a little too much. just a little too much.
My friends, I say to you, I was not peeking. I did not turn to the gods of air and go, "Roar!"
Oh my gosh, that's why it's happening.
You know, the more he tries to defend the situation, the worse it sounds. But I was already moving on, Chief. If you want to be a pervert, go ahead. I mean,
no.
Speak it out to the crowd. Confess your crime.
I did not have my camera that. I didn't have my camera that day. But
you didn't have your eye implant?
I didn't have my eye implant up. Didn't have my cameras going. Didn't have my camera. Didn't have my foot camera. Actually, that's a real thing. I never knew that was real.
I got
the foot camera. That's a thing.
Yeah. What camera?
Their camera.
If you could put a camera in a suitcase, you could put one in a shoe.
Yeah. That's a whole thing. People do weird stuff with that back in the day. I saw an episode of 2020, and they were showing this guy with a camera and a shopping bag, and they were like explaining how other guys who are creepy, unlike the guy they were showing on the news, would use the shopping bag to put it under people's skirts.
Yeah, no, that's scum. That's scummy as fuck. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. But no, as a joke, I'm just saying, beautiful women are beautiful women. Hey, I'm not going to be too upset about that. But this was short, tight tank top in a windstorm.
Chief,
and her friend was wearing.
I'll make it easy for everybody. If you walk out looking like a certain standard, and people expect said standard from what you appear as, because that is the standard you have set for yourself, do not be mad when you expect to be respected like a higher standard, okay?
Look. All it was all. It's not to. It's old man orc talking here, and I'll say.
Yeah, I know it's old man orc, and I dress like a fucking bum when I walk outside, so I don't think twice about people thinking I'm homeless.
I am wearing ancient joggers on my walk, hole in my pants, hole in the right side underwear. And a goddamn white T-shirt that I shouldn't. A black T-shirt which I shouldn't be wearing.
Are you cheek peeking right now?
What?
Are you cheek peeking? You said you got a hole in your pants and a hole in your underwear. So is your cheek?
No.
visible?
Not that. I don't do the '80s thing.
Fair.
No, at the bottom of the pants is goddamn. It's basically it's so frayed because I use these for jogging, and I don't like change. I'm a creature of habit, man. I got clothes for jogging, clothes for relaxing, and then most of the time I go bear commando.
What a nightmare.
Oh man, I like the freedom. Okay, so
I mean, I don't blame you for the freedom, but going outside like that, oof.
I don't go outside.
Condolences to the local community. I
don't go outside like that. I am not the cemetery.
He's not a streaker.
Not the cemetery nudist. Police officers in my local area. I promise you, I am not him.
Wait, you actually have a streaker?
Yes, we do.
You have a local streaker in your area? Oh, dude, you gotta tell me about it.
They still haven't caught him. They still have not caught him.
Never gonna catch me. You're wasting your time. Forget about it. Go do something else.
And he has run naked through every park.
See you next year.
Every cemetery. And one day he ran through a library.
The Phantom Streaker strikes again.
This guy is a legend. and most people don't know he exists except for the cop. And he's super overweight. This is a
Okay.
big guy, apparently. This isn't some yeah. There have been 3 streakers in our thing. There's the ginger baby, which was the guy who was streaking through the same cemetery every week. That one got caught. We call him the ginger baby because this guy was pure red, like redhead, freckles, red hair.
He looked like it looked like Scotsman from Samurai Jack, except he was just a ball of red fur.
He was super skinny. He was super skinny and super skinny, super and down for the ladies. And this man was streaking. This man streaked everywhere. It was hysterical.
I'm surprised you don't call him Fire Streak.
This guy got busted, and then we got the creeper. The creeper, yeah, he got the crap kicked out of him from what I heard. This guy ran around naked, but he'd do it near grade schools and shit. He got busted real fast. Apparently got the shit kicked out of him. I haven't heard from him since. This guy is the naked streak. I don't even know. I don't even see much about him. I haven't heard anything recently, but he was found. Apparently, he ran through a funeral butt fucking naked. That was the last he seen. He was at one of the funerals and he ran past the university and kept running.
What is going on with your graveyards? This is like 2 times that happened, and specifically a graveyard.
Well, and then there's me and my friends doing shenanigans in graveyards, leaving when people get drunk and pass out. We used to leave them in the graveyards as the shits and giggles.
A little malicious, but kind of harmless at the end of the day, depending on how far away the graveyard is.
My favorite one we ever did. We took our buddy, he passed out drunk, and he sleeps naked. Goes into his room, strips down, passes out completely naked, passes out drunk. My friends, and I'm not saying I was accessory to this, but I did witness it. My friends took my friend, his bed, his TV, his entire freaking bedroom, got 2 trucks, put all of it on one truck, put him on the truck and all the stuff, strapped his ass down on the bed, took his entire bedroom, and left it in one of the local graveyards. I'm not saying when this happened. I'm not saying what happened. I know, but my buddies did that to my one friend.
Fucking why?
I mean, everything. They took a piece of wood. He had a poster that he had, like his favorite poster of like Batman. They took the poster, the frame poster, took a bunch of wood, and they literally, this took like 5 hours to do. He passed out around 9 o'clock. This was close to winter, so it was getting dark out at night. And they literally stripped. They did this. They literally took a piece of wood and set his poster behind his bed. Everything in the graveyard. He woke up to that. That is one of the most terrifying. I stayed behind because I was there. Well, 1, I was to be a lookout, and 2, I was to, he squeed. I've never heard a man squee before. Do you know what a squee is?
Yeah,
It's a comic
but
by
also
Jordan Vasquez.
based upon what this man has said, he has indicted himself as accessory.
I'm not
Purely
accessory.
because no, you are. Because you are complicit with the actions and you acted as a lookout. You are accessory to this.
So it's not a comic book by Jordan Vasquez?
No, this wasn't a comic book.
I got that.
Yeah.
I got it autographed. I met him at a comic book store. I gave it to a girl in high school who was nice to me, but I probably should have kept that comic. It
Oh,
doesn't
did this
really matter.
happen? Did this happen in a comic too?
Oh, the comic is called Squeak.
Oh, okay.
But,
No, okay. No, can you speak up there, DJ? You're really quiet again.
I'm experimenting. Well, no, my VU meter is good right now, right?
No, I got you now. We got you full out.
Better
Oh,
now.
okay, I was trying to sit back a little bit because my vase. There we go. Okay, I balanced it.
Okay. So this is great though. Like I said, I did not make myself accessory. Don't give
you
anyone
did.
any. Don't give anyone any guys. This isn't the worst thing I've ever done. I did turn a person purple once, but that's neither here nor
That's
there.
a fun.
Already
That's a
talked about
fun
it.
story.
I've
I don't
already
think we
talked
could
about
say it, but it's a fun
No,
story.
I know. I've already talked about it on live stream. It's nothing. I was an accessory to the situation. Nobody charged me. The assault already happened. This is almost fucking some of these stories I'm talking about are 30 years in the past. Good luck.
Yeah. I don't know what you're saying good luck for, but okay.
Well, coming after me.
I don't know why
after-
my brain actually.
Yeah,
If
coming
Chief
after
is an
me 30
accessory,
years
what
after
kind
the
of
fact.
accessory would it be? Would it be a necklace or a ring?
That would be if we were to legally if I was busted back then, I probably would have got trespassing, mischief, and maybe theft over 5,000 if we were to incorporate if I was effectively a part of this scenario. I was the aftermath of this scenario.
DJ, what accessory do you think Chief would be? Would it be a necklace, a ring?
Oh, it'd be a broadsword.
He'd be like a bobblehead.
I was thinking either codpiece or butt plug.
Oh, okay. I was
fuck
thinking 40K figurines here, but yeah, I could see maybe like a cod piece with like a little emblem on there with an orc on it.
Both of you go out. Anyway, funny story. We've done our funny story for the night. The naked streak is still. This guy has not been busted yet, and he ran through a library butt naked. And it's been almost 10 years, and I've heard every once in a while he runs around naked. All right, so let's get to some fun stuff tonight. We have some fun stuff. First of all, we have a brand new BioShock, or as I like to call it, Magic Shock. All right, ready, Bob?
Getting there. Yeah.
Okay, ready, DJ?
Sure.
Okay, hitting play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, admirers of the mysteries of magic, take your seats before the lights go down and the curtain rises, for our next act is about to begin. Are you sitting comfortably? Are you prepared to witness feats both mystifying and illuminating? Watch closely then, and let the shadows tell their story. Behold, the famous Jacob Menturo, stage magician extraordinaire. So brilliant were his tricks, it cast 5 long shadows behind him. They called themselves Masters. Through a deal with the devil, the Masters sought yet more power. Their deal demanded a sacrifice, and in the darkness, they chose Jacob. Jacob was trapped in eternal torment, but the devil had other plans. He pulled Jacob from his infernal nightmare and offered a new deal. Face their legions, their tricks, every abomination they command. Take what should have been his. Escape if he can.
Okay.
Psst. That's your cue. Run. deal's a deal, Jacob. I'll see you soon.
What the hell is an Xbox Cloud?
So, boys, what do you think of Magician, the Devil's Deal?
Like I said, it looks neat. I don't think I've ever seen a first-person magician game. Like, it's one thing to have spells, kind of like that VR game, Swords and Sorcery, but it's nothing to where your actual ability is you pull out, like, the classy wand, or you throw out the playing cards. You know,
Yeah.
everything is like a stage prop. So it's like, okay, I like that. That's a little neat to me, because it's not just, oh, I cast Fireball. It's like, no, I throw a potted plant at you and the roses explode, and it's just like, oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, right. Like this one. No, this is why I've been calling it. I've been making the joke. And by the way, support your local. We always have the support the local guys here. Make sure to have a look at their site if you want to see more games and trailers and stuff.
What's an Xbox Cloud? Is that an actual system, or is that just Game Cloud?
That's the new Game Cloud. But this
Okay.
one, this was IGN. I mean, this looks brilliant. What did you think of it, DJ? You interested in Magic Shock?
I mean, like, is it like Magic the Gathering? Like, what is this?
It's a okay. When I call it Magic, have you ever played the BioShock franchise, DJ?
Oh, that's actually I gotta say, okay, so I love the 1920s looking Model T car in the preview. I like the setting. Oh wow. Okay, I had to rewatch the trailer. It's not normally my cup of tea, but if the price is right, I would give it a chance. I think. I might give it a chance, like especially if it's a really good sale. Like hell yeah. Whereas if there's games that are on sale, I'll never buy. It's just not my thing. But this year, like I wouldn't pay $60 for it, but I might pay up to $20 for it.
Yeah. So Xbox on PC and Xbox
Oh, so
Cloud.
it's gonna cost.
That means you have to basically play. You could play them on PC, but you have to have the PC equivalent. That's how that works.
Yeah, Xbox Cloud, right? That's basically how you would play on a PC. My friend uses that on his laptop sometimes, because he's like instead of building a gaming laptop, he does a lot of remote gaming, and he'll do it either on his own server, or he'll do it like through this. And he has a pretty good comparison of these, things like Game Pass. And one of the things that was interesting about Xbox Cloud was like with Nvidia, you can pick like what kind of machine's running a game or like what performance level. But with Xbox, you might run it on a native Xbox, or you might run it on something that's I forget what the difference was, but it could run on something that's resembling an Xbox, or it could run on a server that runs a little differently, and so you don't have guaranteed like consistency on the quality of your gameplay experience.
So we now have on game trailers, member support game trailers. Look them up, have a look. They have many games on there. We have an open trade. Again, I always believe in supporting the guys where we get the stuff from. Sometimes we don't, but this made me excited. This made me happy. Okay, let's go, boys. Hit play on the new guy, the Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. Yeah. Now, as it fix the glitches, do you get all the monsters? Is it going to be all of them this time? That is my only complaint. If it just looks better, I'm not going to bother. But if this fucker looks good and they fix a bunch of stuff, okay, sold. And that's my only complaint. So we have one more game I forgot. And you'll find us at YouTube videos, Bob. We got one more game.
Best. Absolute best.
I'm sorry. It's called End of the Abyss. I will hit play. I'm got it up and running now. DJ hit play. But what's your thoughts on Godzilla, the Godzilla Melee, boys?
Oh, did you just play that?
Yeah, I did.
He did, yeah. I was watching it with him.
I don't see anything.
You
I
missed
just
it.
see
That's okay.
magic, and I see the.
They
Oh, here we go.
basically
Now I see it.
mastered destroy all
I just see
monsters.
the opening screen. I don't really see gameplay.
Oh, well, yes, no, but that's because I switched it. I just switched it to the new game, which we're gonna be looking at next, which is something I want you to watch. It's called End of the Abyss. I believe this might be a reference to the actual The Abyss movie.
So wait, we didn't actually see Godzilla Melee. We just saw the title screen.
No, we actually saw it.
My tape is broken, I guess, because when I rewound your video, I just see a blurry screen.
Really?
Here, look at my bottom left panel. Oh, you can't see my screen. Yeah, I see Godzilla. Then it plays. Oh, maybe that's what. Did they do that? Oh my God, I'm gonna look up the video right now. That's insane. I think.
Wait,
I know what
one
happened.
second. 1 second. You got me wondering here. Hold on.
I'm rolling back. Everything looks fine.
Yeah.
I just see a blurry in the YouTube window. I just see a blurry thing. Who played it?
I did.
Was that you, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looked good for you. And did you able to see it too, Orc?
Yeah, wait. Let me go back. You're making me
Epic
wonder
Games
now.
Publishing
Everything
presents.
looked fine. I think this is something on DJ's side because the video played just fine.
No, it's fine. Yeah, you look. Yeah, 2 minutes 30, 2:30. This went through fine.
Okay, let me go back to live now because I realized I was not live. Okay, now back to live. I see a black screen with the number 16 in the corner. Is that what
Yep,
I'm supposed to see?
that is the End of the Abyss. I'm going to hit play in a sec here. I just want a full screen.
Oh, it's the Abyss, not the Godzilla game?
No, you missed it. I guess because you weren't paying
Well,
attention.
look at it. All I see is the title screen and it cuts to a blurry image. Like it goes Godzilla,
Yeah, it cuts
destroy
to the.
all
Yeah,
monsters,
you got to go back. You got to
remastered.
go back, DJ.
Oh,
You
there
missed
it is. Oh,
Yeah.
I see it. Oh my God, that's cool. Is it out yet?
You dink! You fucking dink!
Is it out yet?
No, it's coming out soon. But the problem I have with it is my concern is you're going to make a game like this, and the one thing everyone's been wanting since day one. Okay, sure, it's going to look nicer. We want all the monsters.
Mhm.
Stop
Did you
cock
fix the
blocking.
issues?
Yeah, stop cock blocking us and give us the monsters.
I got you. Yeah, they eliminated it. Okay, that's fair. That's a good point.
Yeah,
He's like,
they'll have, like,
there's
10
a whole selection of monsters. They can make them all available.
Yeah, this could be the one time we get all the monsters. Like, give us all the monsters and beat out Rampage at long last. All right, let's hit play, boys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like,
Epic Game Publishing. Boo.
you had the same distaste in your mouth too. When I saw that, my face scrunched.
Yeah.
Is this like Little Nightmares Dead Space? Actually, it looks a lot like Signalis, but with its own little theme.
Okay. This reminds me of something.
It reminds me of The Abyss.
Yeah, there's a movie called The Abyss, which is a fascinating, interesting movie about aliens and stuff, and it's actually really well done.
And they really did put that mouse inside the liquid breathing solution.
Yeah. That was an interesting movie. We should watch it one of these days. It's on my list. Okay, so next we are gonna. By the way, support Indie Game Hub. Remember to give them a look, give them a like, check out their stuff. Don't just watch my stuff. Make sure you give them give a little bit of love. Now we're gonna be checking out Midwest Safeties. This is interesting. Horse police chase, fleeing drug dealer.
I don't know why I could just hear like what's that little trumpet? The like they always play it whenever you see horses.
Funny thing about this is, can I be honest? Not to be rude on the situation.
What is it, like a reveille or something with horses?
No, these are horse cops.
No. I'm saying like the reveille trumpet whenever horses take off.
That's a trumpet. It was just a trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that
All
is
right.
referred to as like a reveille.
I guess. All right, you ready, TJ?
Mm-hmm.
Ready, everybody?
I see the horse.
I'm double checking if I actually got Midwest safety up. Not yet. Okay, let me get it.
Hand-to-hand drug deal and hand-to-hand combat.
This is hysterical. This is just funny as fuck because it's just like, really, really.
There
I'm
it
like,
is.
okay,
Channel
5.
link for Midwest safety.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Check out Midwest Safety. This guy does some good stuff. I think we need more of this. As
Well, we
much as
really
the
need-
bricks and Megafix. Oh, go ahead.
What we really need is Mid-East safety.
Well, you know what we really need, DJ? I'm not gonna lie. I want to say this personally. What we need to do is make sure when the cops get those cameras, they can't tamper with them in any way, shape, or
Yeah,
form.
so I was thinking about that the other day, Org. I'm
Yeah.
glad you mentioned that because I hear you, but I also kind of empathize. I realize I do empathize, and even though like they can tamper, my concern is this: that like imagine like how much of a pain in the ass it would be as a job, like imagine any job you work. You know when you have those off the cuff conversations with your coworker, and cops certainly have that, and it's got nothing to do with the case. So I feel like what would be cool is when they are on their way to a scene, there would be like a way of like logging it on a computer that would like let the camera put it in a mode where they can't tamper with it, but they should be able to tamper with it when they're not actively responding to a scene, if that makes sense. Like I know we're nowhere near there, but it's like I don't like the idea of being on work and having to like fucking police my language because like I'm being recorded all fucking day. I don't know. It's maybe I'm being too
I
empathetic.
agree with you. My feeling towards this should be like this: in the car, there should be a camera. There should be a camera and the sounds, everything registered up. The car should be the second you turn that car on, that camera does not turn off.
See, I don't know if
As
I
for
like that. But now when they're driving around and they're not responding to a crime, it means that they can't have any fucking conversation.
They register that.
They can.
They can
Because
also,
is the prime example, unless it directly relates to the case, it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah,
if you get pulled aside and they think you got something stinky on your phone, it doesn't matter if you have hentai on your phone. They'll look past it and look, okay, Jimmy Boy here was doing a drug deal with this guy. That's the only thing that's going to highlight. They don't give a fuck about your Playboy magazine.
But coworkers are talking down. I'm talking about the recording on the microphones here. Like, you're in the car, your beat cop or whatever, your partner, and he says something a little bit like offensive to the wokelings, and then now that it's in the recording, the person who reviews that might get offended by it, and then you get fired.
Well, I agree with Bob. I agree with both of you on this one. But the way it should work is like this. Yeah, like
if it doesn't relate to the case, you throw it out.
Yeah, and some of them do. Some of them actually do this. Apparently, what happens is if you're not going to a scene or not patrol, or you're not doing patrol or anything like that, you just turn the camera off. My problem is they should actually have to sign the fact that the camera's on and sign the fact the camera's off. Because we saw some shenanigans with the bricks and Megafig guy where he covered his mic to tamper with what he did before he arrested Reckless Ben. That is such suspect shit.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna hit Playboys, and I do agree with you, DJ. You put up some very valid points, and I do agree with you that there should be some on and off. But a part of me thinks the second they're going to a crime scene, that camera.
What you're saying with the sign on and sign off?
Yeah. They have to.
Officer Jimmy at 0400 start patrol, camera on.
Yep.
And then whenever he's done with his shift, let's say it ends at 9, Officer Jimmy returns from patrol, camera off.
Yep. Break for washer.
0900, or actually, if it's 9 in the afternoon. I'm not going to get complicated with it, but you get what I'm saying. Sign in, sign out.
Yep. That's what I think it should be.
Because it would be 2100 at that point if it's 9 in the afternoon.
Because dude, the truckers, like you understand the level of tattling. I don't know if you've ever dealt with trucker stuff there and how some of those vehicles work, man. They have tattles in the trucks. What?
I drove a truck simulator that was pretty advanced.
Mhm. Have you ever?
What's a
Well,
Tatler?
a Tatler is a little device that registers your time off and time on.
Oh yeah,
That
I heard about these.
Yeah, that shit is precise as fuck.
Man, you're getting stopwatched. Holy shit.
Oh, you're
You have
even
to drive,
registered
10 hours?
overtime.
They can't drive more than 10 hours?
Yep. You're supposed to register on, you're supposed to register off. Now, here's the interesting thing. This is why you'll see guys, certain individuals who are driving trucks that shouldn't be driving trucks, will have a guy next to them. So they'll be able to drive 24/7 and drive double or triple the shifts. So they'll get double or triple shift duty because they have a guy next to them driving the truck with them. That is really not supposed to do that.
Huh.
Because they'll go overtime, double shift, triple shift to get faster roads and faster rates. Because then you can get faster pickup. See, that's the trick. That's how they would do it. So they'll have, the other guy is also signed up as a job, so he'll switch out with the other guy and bam, 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 and they'll just get, so they could take, instead of getting one or two jobs, they'll get 15 or 20 jobs done because they're constantly cycling in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. You're not supposed to do that.
Yes.
Oh, the
But,
other guy
yeah.
doesn't actually drive?
Well, yes, he can, but it's a union thing. You're not supposed to do that, apparently.
He's
But-
snoozing.
Yeah.
He's snoozing, so whenever Jimmy Boy gets off the wheel, Jamie takes over.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, that sounds kind of actually smart.
Yeah,
But,
and you're not supposed
you
to
got-
do that.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they're-
you're expressing there's definitely some hazards there. It doesn't make it any safer, or it makes it less safe. Even though, like in theory, they are doing less work, but it's really because you're using this weird workaround that the system wasn't designed for. They're
Yeah.
actually racking up more hours in a short span of time, even as individuals. Like even if I
Yeah.
go off for 10 hours to let you drive, I can immediately drive after that 10-hour period, whereas normally a single human couldn't do that.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
it's literally why. It's the same thing with a lot of shift stuff. Like you're not supposed to go over certain periods. Like when you're working on an oil rig, if you want to lose weight, my friends told me on more than one occasion, work on an oil rig, you'll lose a lot of weight. But the
Yeah.
problem is it's so rough
Ooh.
and you're there for nonstop. You're not supposed to do certain things. You're supposed to take shift out. They'll actually say shift out.
Shadow.
Even the cook, even the fucking cook, the guy who doesn't do the job, the guy who just shows up to cook, is literally been told, shift out.
Yeah,
like-
you have to shadow your guy. You gotta shadow him.
Yeah.
You gotta be over his shoulder, make sure he's not doing some skeezy stuff.
It's not even the skeezy stuff. You gotta watch out that. And another way they'll make extra money if you're gonna do illegal, like if you're doing this the illegal shit, because unions don't like this stuff. Like I'm legitimately breaking down some trucker stuff. Now this is what I've been told. They don't know. The unions don't like that, and the other big thing they don't like is guys that do these elongated shifts like this will legitimately have they'll do illegal stuff like human trafficking and other shit. There's a reason why there's two guys driving at all times. And
Oh, I see.
there's certain places in Canada, from what I've been told, you keep driving.
Hey,
It's the same
DJ,
thing. Yep.
You familiar with anti-tampering seals and/or tags? DJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Anti-tamper sealed on a bottle, or
Yeah,
on
it could be on a
tab
bottle. It
on
could be
truck,
like a
or
piece of
a
tape.
lock on a bus cargo hatch.
Something like that. Just anything, as long as you're familiar with the concept. Have something similar to that with body cams, because I was thinking deeper into the anti-tampering stuff, and it's okay,
Yeah.
if you cover
Yeah.
the microphone, what would be the system to pick up on that? Obviously, the thing's going to be constantly on during the shift, is the idea that we're posing here.
The only thing,
And if it ever, for some reason, doesn't have enough battery, for some reason, you get blinker. It's hey,
Yeah.
Really
they get notified. It's
bright
hey, this
blinker that-
officer's cam is actually off.
Okay,
And
so
then
let's hit
something that nobody
play.
can ignore. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hit play on this bad boy here.
Let's go.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2,
And
1.
drug deal between this man and a female. Officers approach the male suspect first. on. Nash, move forward. Hey. Hey, come on.
What?
Hey! Come on. Get it, Nash. Get that Batman. Get that Batman, Nash. Get it.
Get the Batman.
Get it, Nash. Hey, get on the ground. You're going to
I
get
want to see
run
an Uma
over.
Musume edit of
Come
this.
on, Nash. Come on, Nash.
Yeah.
Get him, boy. You better stop. You're going to get hit. Come on, Nash. Come on. Come on.
Dude, they don't use racing horses. They use big fucking draft
Oh,
horses.
yeah.
Get that Batman, Nash.
Clydesdales
Get
and
that
shit.
Batman, Nash. Come on, Nash. Come on, Nash. Go. Come on,
They don't
Nash.
use
Get that
Arabian
Batman.
shit.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
I
The funny
apologize if I have my hands on my face right now. Just 'cause imagine being chased and all you can hear is "Get the Batman, Nash! Get the Batman!" It's just like, what does that do to your psychology whenever you're running away?
Yeah. I have to do this to you.
Come on, Nash.
Keep off.
He just threw his head. Come on. Come on.
Come on, Nash is like,
Nash, come on, get that.
come on, horse, go fast.
Come on.
Well, no, he can't because he's on gravel, on the cement. That's super slippery for a horse.
Come on, Nash.
True.
Bro, you're not going to be able to run us on the horse. You better stop.
I'm about to say it. That guy's kind of hustling right now. I ain't gonna lie for a big man.
Oh, you're gonna go through the hook through the McDonald's hook through.
The McDonald's hook through. Oh look, the other horse joined.
Yeah.
Get on the f***ing ground.
Oh, I gotta put
Give me
this down
Zach.
for this.
I got him. I got him, Zach. You're good.
Oh, I hear it. Cluck, cluck, cluck.
I got him. Zach, let go. I got him.
Yep.
Give me, or here, take.
I noticed the guy didn't comply until the other officer came over, and he
Told
he
you
was a
we're
lot
gonna
more
outrun
threatening
us,
than this
bro.
woman is.
While officers get this suspect
Oh no,
in
you know what
custody,
made
the
really
other
funny?
female
She
suspect
became
involved
real
in the
threatening.
drug
She
deal is
pulled
still
her
in the
fucking
area.
gun.
Go to the
Yeah,
other
it is
side
true.
of the
And
McDonald's,
I
you
see it was
just
about to look like a
throw stuff on the
drive-by.
ground.
Like, come in.
Horsey drive by.
Guys,
That was a good boy.
you're more
It was
likely
good
on a horse
boys.
when the
That was
person
where it was
when the
at,
cop's
right?
riding a horse, baby, they'll fucking shoot you.
Go, yeah, go with him.
Because not only are they protecting themselves, they're protecting the horses.
My dad was telling me the story. So he got a call from a guy from the NYPD, and they take their horses very seriously. And at the time, the sanitation department handled the pickup of the horse. So I think the guy wanted to get the access to a horse fan.
And they were like,
Oh yeah, you try to hurt those horses, man. They will fucking. The cops will shoot you dead. That's not a joke.
Remember the movie Half Baked, and they accused him of killing a horse?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you don't wanna. Yeah, like them horses are like that's a sense of honor when you ride those things. It's the same thing with the London Guard. You fuck with those London Guard horses, man. They are not. It's not uncommon for those horses to grab your shit.
Good boy.
Yeah,
It was a
you're
good
funny. I've
boy.
seen those videos. The Japanese are the most respectful,
Should
and
be
there's
like
a bunch
right
of
here
other people there, and they're like doing
Where's,
really dumb
where
stuff
you
with the
dumping
horses, and the
73?
horses
They're
are
gonna
like
grab that stuff
teaching
right
them
now.
on the spot. Like, nope. And the guard just like, yeah, I'm gonna let him do this. I'm not
It was
stopping my horse.
somewhere like
He's gonna
right
bite you.
here.
You
He
put your
started
hand
throwing
in the
stuff at his
fucking
pocket, so
animal's
you get
mouth.
out and walk
You should know
around.
better.
It was like small.
There's a
Yeah,
sign
oh,
that says,
dude.
don't touch my horse. Why you touch my horse? Well, you know
Is
what?
that your bag
That's
right
why the
here?
horse biting your handle.
Yeah, they said the guy said stay away from the
Good job
horse,
on the
and the
radio,
girl,
bro. It's
this
really
big,
good.
big,
Really
big woman from America,
Thanks,
went
thanks.
close and she had a ponytail. That horse grabbed that ponytail, ripped it right off her fucking head and threw the woman like at least fucking 3 feet.
turn around. Yeah, turn around. All right.
Do not. And like I said,
You're
this
being
woman's getting
detained right now,
detained
yeah.
automatically. I'm like, that. You know when you've kind of given up on
You're being
living your
detained right
life.
now, so.
It's when you're at this shit. When you're at this point, right?
You have anything in?
I'd say it was
no?
narcotics, right?
No weapons or anything.
Oh no, not the horse laughing.
Yeah.
Come on over here, my
Yeah.
car.
Even the horse laughing.
Since officers can't find whatever the male suspect allegedly threw, an officer tries to look at the McDonald's surveillance cameras to find it. However, he gets distracted when McDonald's employees report someone using drugs in their bathroom and want them trespassed.
Come here, please.
Oh wow.
Come talk to me. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. They want you to trespass from here because you go in the bathroom and do whatever you do. I don't have time to deal with that right now, okay? See all this? We got stuff going on. So hey, you want me to go grab you something to drink? Yeah, just wait out here. Just wait outside right here. I'm gonna grab you something, okay?
So it looks like, I guess, this lady I have in my backseat, I guess she did a hand-to-hand with someone over there, 13. They tried to stop him, and he 10-8'd.
The guy 10-8?
Yeah, guy 10-8'd, and I think they got him over there at like the Burger King maybe.
Okay.
Or the McDonald's.
Yeah, you do not want to fuck with the Royal Guard.
So I've just got her.
Like...
I'm gonna get her name and everything, but I think they're all down there. All right, man.
Well, look, I look at it like this: for certain individuals in the UK who have been wrecking heritage sites, if you put I guarantee you, if you put 2 Royal Guards down there to protect that heritage site,
you're laughing. Okay, what you laughing?
Yeah, you'll never have any problems with them damaging your heritage sites anymore.
Hold on, what the hell is in that bag right there?
And the horses can run free.
They don't want to pick the people on a heritage site. They want to pick the fucking king's fucking getting that.
You know what? If I was king of England,
all right, come on, step on up, bud.
I would declare that a guards have to be that the Royal Guard is now going to be posted at every major heritage site from this day on.
They put them in the Louvre. Oh wait, no, that's France.
Yeah, I like how they gave this guy a possession charge. It's like, oh, I just got arrested for what? Possession.
But I ain't made no possession. Yeah, I know. You had possession last time, but not this time.
Yeah,
what's your name again, bro? Oh, you're swapping the cuffs?
Yeah. You're not gonna fight with me, are you? That wouldn't be good, because this guy right here, man, he's...
Yeah, we don't want those problems. Gotta stay out of trouble, man.
No, I ain't do nothing.
Okay.
They just started chasing me in that ring when I got scared.
All right, have a seat. All right, listen. You have the right to remain silent. With that said,
I've
you
been
want to tell
detained
you said
by
you didn't throw some
cops.
drugs down. Do you want to talk to me about that? That you didn't throw drugs down?
No, I ain't throwing drugs down.
Okay.
These are yours, right?
You know, I got family and all that shit. I got different color schemes.
Yeah, he threw this.
They arrested me because they saw apparently a big guy wearing black pants and a brown jacket.
I mean, because it may be worst case scenario.
And I went, well, did he have a Van Helsing? I used to have this like anime. Did he have a gray anime parcel bag? And they're like, no,
is it food?
We didn't have that in the report, but we're going to detain you. Okay, here's my stuff, here's my phone, and I sat, okay, where do you want me to sit?
Because their body cams are going to show you throwing stuff, dude. You might as well.
And they're like, hey,
if it's food or
and
something,
they checked, it's like, okay, we're letting, and they let me go. They let my ass go. I said, hey, is there any chance I can give you guys can give me a ride home? They're like, no, sorry, we can't. It's like, fuck, and they let me go. I didn't run when shit happened.
When you
I got
put
a
in,
clean
I guess
record. I've never done anything wrong.
It makes you put in an access code. And of course, it sends it to my personal email. But our laptop's not working, of course. It won't connect to the internet. And then on my phone, it didn't work. So I swear by memory it was right here. Someone could have picked it up. Or it's in the bushes. It was very small what he threw. A car could have ran into it by now. The girl he handed off to, though, if they can get it off her, that's great.
I'd say this actually is our first time we've seen a officer body cam footage.
Here is gonna search it real quick.
Yeah, it is.
I will also argue it is the better view.
I guess camera is
much higher up.
be here for another hour, 2 hours before he can get here to access the camera. So
you think he done something before here?
I don't know why I think it'd be funny. It's like, you know how horses can have face shields, especially with like riot police.
Yeah.
I wonder if you put like a body cam on their forehead.
We're gonna throw it in the trash. You can't.
So wherever you look around.
There's a famous tale. Like we should find this for next Space Geek or some other time. There's a famous tale where the guy legitimately had a horse. And what happened is,
eat the grass or pull back to them, as
a law enforcement officer, the person got shot, and apparently the suspect came charging at him to kind of like, hurt him. And the horse apparently stopped and charged the guy who attacked the officer and knocked him off.
I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I've got one right here.
Yeah. No, they're checking the McDonald's now. There was another guy too.
No, they were that big. They said they were going to throw it out.
This one don't have. They actually normally have badges right
there
on
their
their chest.
No, it was just a bag of chips. It was just a bag of chips.
My daughter's a horse freak, so we're FaceTiming. See, they got their own badges too.
Did they catch the guy?
Yeah, they're on a horse. How are they not going to catch him? He was on foot. You use the word thinking. There's your first mistake. See? He's even laughing at you. All right, well, let me let you go. I actually have to do some work today. Love y'all. Bye, buddy.
Yeah, that would suck if you dropped your phone if you're on a horse.
Oh, yeah.
On the pipe.
Not the
Hey,
pipe.
down the pipe. Yeah.
You don't have anything else on you, do you?
It's like they know, too. It's like...
Can't have nothing on her but a crack pipe. We can go back and look at that
You know,
area.
that was probably the most
compliant
drug fiend I have ever seen in these body cam
We're
footages.
gonna go check
Oh,
one more
you know what
time.
this is?
You ain't wrong. It's like
you got a crack
they
pipe.
already know it's over.
Is she
They just walk
resisting?
in
No?
there like
No?
they know the
I
process
would love for them to be able to
already.
find it.
It might be winter because they're wearing a scarf.
Police
Oh, yeah,
reports
it's funny,
indicate
Bob.
whatever
You're
item the
right.
male suspect threw was
It's
unfortunately
like they already
never
know the
located.
process.
The
Like,
Jacksonville
yeah,
Sheriff's
you're
Office in
interested,
Florida
right?
posted on
Take me
Facebook
in
about this
jail.
incident, stating, "If you choose to run, you'll just go to jail tired. And criminals can run, but they can't hide from our horsepower." They also showed their appreciation for the multiple horses involved in the incident: Nash, Jax, Judge, and Duke. The male suspect, Jordan, was charged with resisting without violence. He pleaded no contest and was adjudicated guilty. He was ordered to pay $303 in
This
court
was in
costs and
Florida.
fines and was released.
Okay.
All right, so remember, look at their stuff. There's a lot of good stuff here. Midwest Safety is awesome.
Can we get horse officers like a what do you call it? Like a proper standard issue cowboy hat that's in like the navy blue color that they wear?
Apparently in Texas.
Okay. we need to bring back the cowboys.
Yeah. Well, they do have them. They have Rangers.
That is true. They do have Rangers.
Like Rangers are just basically a separate. They're a police force. They are a active police force. They a lot of. I think it's a lot of times they're dealing with. Well, lately they've been dealing with reserve issues and immigration issues and drug shit. Like there's a lot of human trafficking. Like the most disturbing thing I heard. Well, not recently, but like from what I was hearing, the most disturbing thing I heard a couple years ago was this guy was driving home from work, and there was this is a little girl just walking in the middle of the fucking desert, pitch black. Didn't know where her family was, couldn't speak English. She made it across the border, but that's terror. That to me is fucking terrifying. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. That to me is scary.
The last people she knew were like walked that direction?
They don't know. They don't know what happened to her. They don't know what. They just know that this guy literally pulled out his phone, recorded it, and drove her over to the police station. Apparently, and they had no idea. Like I said, and it was like it actually found a little girl on the side of the road. Man, if the wrong motherfucker picked her up, man.
Yeah, that's the scary part. At least we could be thankful that it was a good Samaritan that spotted her.
Yep, it was a good Samaritan. I'm happy it was a good Samaritan, but Jesus fuck. All right, so next on the docket, we got some fun stuff to talk about. So,
boy.
Will first start with Conan the Adventurer. Conan, man without fear. Nope.
In the meantime, hey DJ, since you're in the engine room, don't forget to do the thermal transfer. It's been needed to be done for a while now.
Okay, so Conan, you gotta join us. You gotta start reading these books, DJ.
Why do you think I gave him the task? It's like, hey, we need to do a thermal transfer. Can you do that? Thanks. Just be like, what is it, the manager from the office? If you could do that, that'd be great.
Yep. You gotta start joining on these, DJ. You'll like Robert E. Howard's work. It's awesome.
Oh, man's an absolute wordsmith. Though this book was, I don't know where to place it. Like after I finished listening to it, I was like, okay. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess I wasn't as invested, but at least I did enjoy that it was a plot. It was a scheme.
Yeah. This is right around when you get to meet Conan's actual most vicious villain in his story arc is the villain Rama.
Thoth?
Sorry, not Rama. Tophamon is his name.
Yeah, Tophamon.
Yeah, Tophamon is the name of the villain that we are talking about today. There, gotta fix my dialect. My dialect needed some.
Also known as the Magic Fiend.
Yeah, this guy, Tophamon.
Sorry, that one moment in the book, I was just like, okay, dude, like, last time I seen somebody react like that, I showed a fucking meth fiend a crack pipe, and they lost their fucking mind. I didn't actually do that. That's just me throwing something out there as, like, the way he reacted to seeing his ring again.
Well, yeah, because that ring, you got the ring. Actually, the ring exists in D&D. You can find it. The ring exists. It's a serpent ring of Set. It is a very, very powerful ring.
Huh.
Like,
okay. Either way, it was still just like, man, that he shanked the guy. It's like, God, what am I, back in fucking San Diego all over again?
No, you want to know why he shanked the guy? He shanked him because the ring, it needs blood to do more. The more you give to it, the stronger that ring gets, and the more powerful things you can do.
Yeah. Does it matter what blood it is? Like, obviously, it's probably like
no.
Apparently,
it's dry. Apparently, humans. It's apparently the worst. The more despicable you are with that ring, the more powerful the ring is. But anyway,
infants.
I digress. We're gonna get to the Conan. So this is after the Acolonia thing, because with the story, the last story I had you read is basically him going to Acolonia and getting his kind of building up to when he actually takes over Acolonia.
Yeah, Aquilonia, the Greek area, so to speak.
Yeah. He's taken over the major city of Acolonia. This makes him the king of Acolonia. This is the first time you actually get to see him in action as a ruler. This is way after the fact. This is Conan in his, I think this would be his maybe late 30s. He's almost in his 40s at this point.
Yeah. You know, the part that really throws me off is the disparity in the technology. Like, I understand more civilizations will, like, the more civilized you are, the more advanced some of your things are. But the way some of the armor was described, I was like, that's like 13th century designs of visored helmets, like visored barbutes. Like, what? And it threw me off because I was expecting this, because this is before any proper civilization in Earth's history. You know, that's how these books are written.
Yeah, no, keep in mind that it is legitimately, the more deeper you go, the more the world shifts in a way for the Conan universe.
Okay, because I was like, this is the Hyborian Age. It's like everything, like, yeah, you have metal that you could use as plate in some areas, but the most advanced you're going to get is like an Aquilonian breastplate, which is like a Lyrica musculata.
No, it gets better, man.
It does. And then you look over at Death Dealer, prime example, his armor, and it's just like, yeah, that man is plated up.
Yeah, they'll do full plate. Remember.
But the reason I didn't think twice about Death Dealer is because...
Wait, what was that, DJ?
Oh, I was talking to myself while typing.
Okay. So...
the reason I didn't question Death Dealer as much is because he's half giant. And giants gave humanity the knowledge of certain things back in like the very early ages.
That's the thing with Conan. Like, it's not uncommon for the world to have a different look because of the environment and what the environment entails. Conan is, keep in mind, at one time, there was a place called Atlantis. This place was damn near close to very close to modern, like medieval modern era, man.
Yeah.
Like, this was at that point.
And then it fell into the ocean.
Yeah.
And then the giants, which the giants are interesting because they're aliens, but they're not aliens, but they are aliens.
Yeah.
And they're very interesting, and it's believed that a lot of the early philosophies, the technology, even brewing certain potions and foods and shit, was all knowledge passed down from the giants, and then early humanity revered them as like living gods in some cases. some of the giants, took advantage of this, and then malice brewed, and well, war broke out.
Yep. Mankind. Wait, the thing about him, it's not like it's pure reset era. That's kind of how he kind of operated.
That's
a little
the
bit.
way I look at it. Is after. Go ahead, DJ. Go ahead.
No. My friend was asking why did normies like Attack on Titan, and then I realized I'm not even in their conversation. I'm in their chat, and I'm like, why am I verbally responding to it?
Oh, okay. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, Chief. Yes, I agree. It's like you had the Atlanteans, and like you said, their technology was advanced, but after it fell into the ocean, there was a recession. Then the giants, who were in was the second era.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, and their technology, and then we're in a pseudo recession with Conan's timeline. Yeah,
because it's Crawl the Conqueror, and then after Crawl,
yep. Cole was in the first age with the Atlanteans.
Yeah. Like that's the thing with the False of Doom shit. Like a lot of people seem to think one of the most greatest villains of one of the most greatest heroes of Conan is is False of Doom. But that's only if you look at the movie. It really was.
Oh, I should also add. Second era, the reason humanity and giants were split even further is because also the scheming of the Snake Men. That was nothing that added to it.
Yeah, and some of it had references to H.P. Lovecraft's work. So a lot of this does kind of stem from that as well.
Oh yeah, there's outer beings, and there's even creatures that don't have a proper name. It's just their description, like Deep One, and it's just like, what the fuck's a Deep One? Well, it doesn't matter. Either you're gonna die or it's gonna die.
Yep, and that's how it is. And Set is and even Set, if you look at how H.P. Lovecraft and Robert Howard do the work, because I've said all along, H.P. Lovecraft is one of, and not to diss Robert Howard, H.P. Lovecraft is one of the few people I know in modern history that legitimately can say, okay, I actually took a bunch of stuff, and then they took my stuff and went with it. Like, I make a joke that he was like the first SPCs.
Oh yeah,
SCPs. Yeah.
SCPs, yeah. The non-Euclidean geometry mixed with anomalies. And anomalous artifacts, beings, and phenomena.
Yep, they literally were like Conan.
I wouldn't be surprised if he took aspects from yokai, because even yokai are physical phenomena, like a thunderstorm.
Yeah, like I've made the joke that both Conan and the SPC stuff is there's so much similarities. It's kind of scary.
Yeah. But, sorry about that. I went on that tangent because I was looking into the history of why the technology is so askew. And then it's like, okay, yeah, golden era, recession. Second golden era, recession.
Yeah. And this is a constant in the Conan universe. Even here's the funny thing. Even because they have Africa and stuff. Like when Solomon Kane goes through Africa, the shit he runs into in Africa is shit Conan dealt with back in the day. Like there's something. There's even
the lands of Defar.
Yeah, there's even references to fucking ancient Atlanteans in Africa, for fuck's sakes. There's a lot of
when the Defarian deity, their main deity, is an outer being, then yeah, I think H.P. Lovecraft definitely has his fingers in this pie. Fucking Yogg.
Yeah, that's
the
about
all-consuming tentacle monster.
Yep, that's legitimately, and this is all legit from Conan. And again, they've had some serious things. Even like I said, the serpent deity from the Conan shit, like from H.P. Lovecraft's work. That serpent that you don't fuck with snakes because the serpent deity will deal with you. That's literally Set. That's just a weaker version of Set.
Oh yeah, Nietzsche went through the ages as different interpretations. At one point he was the Phoenix.
Yeah, and the Elder God.
There was the other thing where he was the counter to Set, but it was kind of based off of another. I think it was Ra. Yeah. Like the closest depiction, if we were to describe it in the modern era, was like Ra, the bird sun god, and then he turned into a phoenix, and then he had the form of a man in this era.
Yeah, like, and even like I've said once, and I'll say again, Conan is a legit, like, when it comes to the Setites. Damn it! Did that just snap? Woo! Did break? Nope. We're good.
I didn't think Conan lore would hook me like it did, but it kind of did, because it's like, it kind of makes sense. It kind of adds up. Right? It adds up, and that's why I'm starting to like it. It's like, now the pieces are laying in place. See the puzzle that's forming.
Okay, that didn't break. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. I thought a string snapped because I went to put something on something and it completely just slipped right off the hook. And it's like, how did that slip off the hook? What the fuck?
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry about that. No, it's funny how the Setites and all this stuff, like, we could sit here and talk about this stuff, but it's legit, like, if we were to follow the H.P. Lovecraft, if you were to follow his work, you could see where they all kind of melded together. Again, there was this big writing group that was a part of the fantasy and flight and fantasy stuff of the science fiction.
Are you telling me they had a wizard book club?
Very similar to, I believe he was flight and fantasy. I can't remember the name of. There were 3 different guys that all kind of worked at the same place. They were like these penny arcades. Like, if you always wonder why there's this weird sensualness to like stuff, and Robert Howard will go into like insane fucking detail and shit. All of that is based off of the works of like these are
the woman's supple back and her brown eyes with beautiful glistening black hair, and I'm just like, shut up! Yeah. Shut up! I know she's a pretty woman. I don't need to know the 3D model measurements of this woman.
Yeah. It's like if I was to write a Robert E. Howard book, because it's a pulp book, I would look at it like this, as our brave orc took his 22 an hour walk down and headed down the university, he saw the maiden with her beautiful blue eyes and long blonde hair tied up in a bow, as her subtle skin walked, as her nice legs moved on the ground surface, and she was wearing.
And by chance, a breeze raised the ever so short skirt.
As the breeze slowly contoured her legs and her area. That's what
yeah. As Robert E. Howard, like I said, man. Even when describing Conan, it has a little homoeroticism. It's like, okay, I get it. The man's big. Shit.
Okay, so what that is when we talk about that, we make these jokes and stuff. Like, I'm making jokes about it, but the truth is, what that is legit. They have the girls are, it's pulp fiction. It's pulp books. Conan is a pure pulp book. Now, 90% of the time, the man is not wearing nothing but a loincloth. Like, that's just how he's drawn. This is a man who wore full fucking armor most of the time. And in the book, we literally see that full armor.
Yes. In the Black Colossus, the man was plated to the gills, which I'm like, God, can you imagine trying to make that armor? The man's larger than most.
Well, he was literally putting on his armor when the assassins came running into his fucking room.
The only reason that one's a little different to me is while the armor is advanced, it's still Roman-esque. So he was likely wearing like some silken robe or some shit, and then put on the.
It was legit. You could hear them. He's putting on plate mail. He is taking the time to put on his own plate mail. And
as I was saying, he was only able to get his breastplate on.
He got most of it. He got his leggers in his breastplate, and he did get his arm guards on, but he did get stabbed in the leg and in the arms and stuff. He got some of it on.
Yeah, like I said, it's Roman-esque, so it's not like he was plated to the gills in the same way that he was in the Black Colossus. Black Colossus, I'm expecting some, what's that group of people called? The Poltane?
Yep.
Where it's like roughly 13th to 14th century era knights.
Yeah.
He wasn't. When I say plated to the gills, I mean, like, you can't see a man anymore.
Yeah, he was very close to that, and you got that way.
He wasn't. he was dressed like a Roman.
Yeah, very simple. Well, he only got what he could on. But no,
Exactly.
The fight was interesting. Like, and dude, okay, can I be honest? Dungeons and Dragons stole a lot from Conan. And
What
right
hasn't?
So. What?
It's like, what hasn't taken aspects from another thing?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta be real with you. It's like there is like some things that are unique, but most of the time, if you look deep enough, it's just a twist on another thing. Sorry, not trying to get too nihilistic.
Conan has always been that way, and that's what made Conan kind of awesome. So yeah, no, we all have this Conan like love for that. But anyway, it's basically a plot to kill him as a king.
Yes.
And we don't want to get too much into it. We don't want to get too much into it, but legitimately, this certifies him as a king.
On top of that, it also shows the interesting little intermingling, because this is the beginning of the book.
Mm-hmm.
The interminglings of like when he took the throne effectively, everybody was happy about it, and then slowly over time they started to resent him, especially because this one bard and poet started shit talking him. But as king, he also understood that if he was to kill him, he'd just be a martyr.
Yeah,
his story would end, and this man, the poet's tales would continue onward. And I was like, you know what? That is some oddly deep thought, and I took a moment to think about that. It's like, yeah,
he's right.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He would make a martyr out of the guy, and people would listen to his works ad nauseum.
Look at this. Look at what's happening with Reckless Ben. A lot of people aren't talking about this, but apparently Brix and Megafig have had ever since they silenced his ass. People just stopped going. And I don't, you do you, but if people decide to basically go, you know what, we're not going to go to the store anymore, it's fucking corrupt.
Yeah. I might say I could do a quick description with water.
Yeah.
If you have a lake, but then that lake turns into a river, everybody expects rushing water, right? But the moment it turns back into a lake and the water is no longer rushing, everybody's like, what happened to the rushing water? And they'll talk about, I remember when this lake used to rush water.
Yeah. So they saw, like I said, they've done everything and anything to silence him. The problem is now they've made him a martyr. People are going to keep talking about this. And some people are going to get scared off, but I guarantee you more people are going to keep talking about this because now everyone's like, really? And if they take down his video, it gets like as far as I'm concerned, I'll never fucking send them a single cent of my money.
I'm about to say, if they want to be smart, which most people aren't, they're mostly in damage control brain, don't take his videos down. That'd be a very poor decision.
Oh, he's going to put up a video. But they're going to take away the GoFundMe.
Like I said, I know they're in damage control mode right now because that's all that's going down. And when you're in damage control mode, you're panic. What do you do in panic? You don't think. Yep. If you were smart, you wouldn't touch anything and you'd let it ride. Yes, I am giving info to the enemy effectively, but in this case, it's like, are they even gonna heed us?
Like the enemy doesn't care, and that's exactly right.
Yes, that's what I was about to say, Mr. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And it's interesting because what the end result of this is, because of some fat. I'm switching it out, Bob. I'm going back to the story. I'm reading us in. Okay, so because of a fat nobleman being very stupid and them using a high-ranking sorcerer. Now, keep in mind, Conan's sorcerers are not as powerful as D&D sorcerers. Like,
not in the slightest, but you also have to be an evil bastard to pull it off.
But if some these fuckers get power, man, it is terrifying how dangerous this guy is. So this fat guy that's like afraid of everything and not paying attention to a slave is what caused Tafumon to do what he did. And I guarantee you, Tafumon fucking went to town. And he is a dangerous fucking guy. Tafumon is probably one of the most dangerous sorcerers in in the Conan verse. He's up there with false. Yeah, go ahead.
Does this tie into like the live action movie when Conan was a thief?
No. This doesn't tie.
Okay,
No,
because
that's
Thothemon mentioned how a Sumerian thief stole the ring.
yeah. Okay, so that was somebody else in something else. That was when Thothemon got robbed. Like basically, here's what happened. Thothemon was at the peak of his power. And that ring that he had, there are 5 rings, I think, if I remember correctly in the Conan verse. There might be more. Don't quote me on that. But there are 5 insanely powerful magical rings, and they're just basically fuck you thing. I've put all 5 in my D&D campaign. No one's found.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys found one, and then you guys, one of the players got scared because he realized where it came from and threw it in the river.
Mm.
Yeah, that was funny. It was so funny. He gets the ring. He gets the ring of Afu. So it's some one of the guys. It's like a ring that basically even that, you know, the death rings, the black rings that exist, Bob, in my game.
Supposedly.
Do you remember those or no?
I remember the necklaces of the 3 skulls.
No. Okay, the black ring. The way the black rings work is you could put the ring on. It's a ring of protection, but it has a curse on it. Basically, the second you die, you become an unkillable zombie. They can just keep coming back.
Oh, you become a deadite.
Yeah, you basically become a deadite. The benefit is if whoever owns that whoever owns the actual master ring controls the horde.
Oh.
Yeah.
So in other words, somebody who's very ambitious and is a little frivolous about morality would try to be Thanos and collect all of the rings.
Well, no, he tried to distribute them. And the thing is, you can, with the one ring, you can create other rings.
The one ring to rule them all! The one ring to rule them all! Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, but robbery, well, I don't know if, but yeah, there's a ring similar to that where if you put the ring on, you basically can command people, but if you know the special word and incantation.
Yeah.
This ring's nasty.
If I do recall, they were what's the family name from Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Sawyer family.
Sawyer family. So what you told me is, yeah, that black ring, one of the Sawyers had it. I think that's where we found it. It's not the master ring, but
that was a leecher ring. That's basically one of the leecher rings. I have 7 leecher rings that exist, and they're basically their own. They have their own lore. They're not rings of power. This ring is a ring of power. You put this ring in water, in sand, and it creates black rings. You can create up to 5 per day, once a day.
So, in other words, this thing adds to pollution. You throw this on the beach, what do you know? Is going to be a bunch of rings all over the fucking place.
No. You wouldn't. You have to actually command it. It has to actually have a hand in it. The downside is
if you lose this at sea and it ends up on a beach, that was going to be a problem.
So this fucker's the danger of this ring is the fact that it slowly, very slowly, corrupts the person. You start losing hit points as you drain. Until one day it doesn't
acts like corruption in Conan games, where it reduces your overall hit point pool.
Yep. And that's what the black. So that's the problem with Thothemon. Thothemon was a powerful wizard. The fact that black ring fucked off and disappeared on him, and he couldn't get his hands on it, that ring became the problem. Without that ring, his life is fucked. And he is a fucked individual at that point. And he's been fucked for a long time.
Oh, yeah. He lost his station.
Yep.
Lost, well, pretty much fucking everything. The man's a slave in Aquilonia, of all places. Though he is also using it as his edge.
Yep.
You know, if that makes sense, because obviously he walked up to the Baron as just a camel driver. And the Baron's like, oh, a slave. Oh, okay. Well, I do have a ring. Oh.
No, well, the Baron. The funny thing about the Baron guy. The funny thing is, both there's two different individuals. One of them was a dumbass that got that ring into his hands, and that was the one that caused the biggest problems on the in the Conan reverse because that right there made more beast of the situation. Like because this big fat guy that was afraid of everything and anything legitimately caused the bigger problem. And it created one of the greatest enemies because Tafumon's still around when that happens. See, the trick was that the idea the guy had was okay for that little bit of magic you use, slave, that you'll be using for me from now on because you don't have your ring, you're losing your power. I'm gonna like legitimately. He basically had a hermit that was basically somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So if this guy all of a sudden disappeared and died, the hermit's gonna be like, oh, Tofumon's here, and it's like fucking you'd scream out into the desert, and there are things that want him dead, like mummies, ancient spirits, and shit. There's a lot of people that want that ring, and he's the last motherfucker to find it.
Wait a second, I'm drawing a line here.
Yeah.
I know I talked about Lords of the Fallen in the past, but I think Adir is somewhat based off a set.
Yeah.
Because everything is adding up. Is like Adir, the bereft exile. In order to give exaltation to this deity, effectively, you kill people and like offer their hands or nail their hands on a wall.
No, the killing thing is not. He's blood sets of blood sacrifice god.
Even so, there is still blood sacrifice. Yeah. Though the remnants are usually turned into tapestries and shit like that. Like hell, there's even a point where the feasting hall is a bunch of rotting animals in one of the castles in Lords of the Fallen, and I'm like, well, I don't know if Set does that exactly, but still, it's like, huh. I wonder if one took from the other.
Okay, so we're going to be moving on to Babylon 5 because we've been talking Conan. You got anything else you want to add before I'm cycling over to the next picture?
I don't have anything to add. You guys take the conversation. I'll dissociate like I normally do.
Okay, so poor Bob's going to have to deal with us talking about this. So, DJ, Babylon 5, you ready for the?
Yes,
I finally finished.
I'm always ready for Babylon 5.
I finally finished season 2. By the way, I'm looking for the PS2 game because I know there was a PS2 game back in the day.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm certain it was PS2.
Don't jerk my chain. That's awesome. Let me see here.
Let me look again because I know there was a PS2 game. I got my phone charging. Hold on.
Well, there was let's see here. Space Dream Factory might be a PC game, but PS2 that's tricky. But there was a game I saw a while ago that was in some like incomplete state of completion. And I think I found something on archive.org. It's 200 megabytes. It's a PC executable, so I'm going to download that. But a while ago, I did download a Babylon 5 game, and I think it was super incomplete. I think it might have loaded, but it was an old PC game. That's what it was. I think I had to open it in a virtual machine. So I don't know if this is the same game, but I'll investigate it, and whatever I get working, I will run on the Monday show.
Okay, hold on. Let me look. Babylon 5 PS2 game. I'm certain there was a Babylon 5 game.
So how far did you get in the show? I mean, we don't have to talk about it yet. I just want to get a feel for how far you got in the show.
I'm on season 2. There is a Babylon 5 game, but it's not a PS2 game. It is a... I know there was a Babylon 5 game.
Are you looking at Babylon 5?
Wait. You won't find a... here, let me a second. You won't find an official B5 title on the PS2. There are a few interesting ways to experience space combat from the universe. Canceled PS2 PSP game or PC game. Yes, there was there was.
Is it called Babylon 5? I found her.
Yeah.
Is that the name?
So yeah, it is Babylon 5 Into the Fire is the name of the
Okay, Into the 5. I found a game. It's literally titled Babylon 5. I've found her.
Nope, that's not it. Oh, I see it right now. Babylon 5, I found her on this.
So that's what I'm downloading right now, but I'll see if I can find the other one.
Project Babylon 5 was a Free Space 2 gameplay to build. Babylon 5, I found her. It's a standalone fan-made game. That's the fan-made game.
I did find Into
I
the
was
Fire
certain it was a
as a
PS2 game. What
well, I did
Space
find
Sim?
Into the Fire, Sierra Entertainment, however.
Yeah.
That sounds like a PC game. I'll download
It's
that one too. Might be the same
one
game, but
one
I'm gonna
one
download it.
second. 1 second. Space Simulators PS2. I know there was a space game, but why did it remind me of Babylon 5?
And I think there might be like a mod or something for Free Space too, but that's obviously not a game.
I remember one. Hold on, I'm gonna see if it's this one. Because I remember a PS2 game I played, and I was like, kind of like, this game's kind of cool. Oh wait, never mind. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was called Project Silseed. You know what? I'm gonna see here.
Yeah.
I'm certain I played something. Why'd that show up as a PS2 game if it's not a PS2 game? I vaguely remember a space sim for the PS2. Why can't I remember? I don't know. I am totally fucking. I apologize, chat. I fucked up. I know there was a Babylon 5. I canceled Babylon 5 game. I did not own that game. I apologize for that. That is one that there is a space game, but it's not the game I thought. I apologize. I just saw the game. My bad. Different game, different thing. Looked like the Babylon 5. I apologize. So I have now just finished season 2. This is where I usually say this is where I stopped caring about Babylon 5. Sorry, DJ. After season 2, I lose a lot of interest in Babylon 5. I don't know why. It does not make me.
You know, season 3 vaguely remind me of the Enterprise Zindi arc a little bit, but like things got weird, right? Like they had the Rangers station on the station where you had that big ass room that actually kind of reminded me of like the planning room that they used during wars, like World War II, where you'd have that big room where they have the board and you have Churchill and he's like, I'm gonna drink whiskey in his cigar while you show me the battle plan. And it looked like that, and I was sure, except he didn't drink. He just is in a religion that's weird. But anyway, it was just so bizarre that and it's like you have that's a big ass room, and it's like you have a hidden room on a station, an Earth station. I know they seceded, but it's still like just kind of like just a weird addition to me. But then you got people who I guess are employed by the station. It's like, are these people on Earth Force payroll? Because I don't think they should be getting paid to do extracurricular work for the fucking Titans. I mean, not the Titans, the fucking Rangers.
When did Babylon 5 succeed? Because that hasn't happened yet.
That should be coming soon. I believe it's happening in season 2, probably late in season 2. But
no, it doesn't happen in season 2 at all. They have not.
Okay, it's a season 3 thing then. Maybe 4. Might be 4. But maybe I'm mixing up season 3 and 4 when I talk about the because I remember when they had the war room, and like one of the
ain't the Mandela effect great, guys? I'm certain I played a Babylon 5 game on the PS2. Like my brain is like certain I owned a game. I owned a space game on the PS2. Like it's driving me nuts now. It's like, and I was like, I looked up the game and I'm like, oh no, it's another game. Sorry, I misremembered.
Yeah, I know that feeling, man. But maybe it'll come back to you. Maybe there was a game in it. You'll remember something different.
I just found one. It's called Into the Fire.
Oh, okay. So I'll try it out. But yeah, so with season 2, let me think here. So specifically, from where we last discussed it, what episode did you pick up from?
I finished it. The whole series is done. We just finished. Actually, you talked with LCX, the interesting episode where what's his face? They decided to use illegal fucking. They basically used nukes on a planet and wipe the Narn off the planet.
They didn't use nukes. They used mass drivers, which are even cooler because technically you're skirting the rules, right? You're not using nukes, but you are dropping asteroids.
Well, it is basically nukes at that point. You're basically.
I know. You're right. Because you're right. At that point, the impact is measured in megatons or kilotons. You're right.
I think
But
this was
it's
right around
still
the Iraq War, if I remember.
cooler because like what you need to accelerate an asteroid, like get this big magnetic launcher. You can actually see they're using Centauri warships, but they have this addition that apparently is an optional component that they strap onto the ship, which maybe Bob, would appreciate this. The ship is designed to have this truss structure mounted to the outside, which supports a magnetic linear rail to accelerate asteroids. Now, I'm gonna guess they magnetize the asteroids somehow in a way that they don't describe in the show. But still, yeah, they basically right. They do orbital bombardment, and they turn the atmosphere to dust, or they basically has. So now, for subsequent episodes, every time they show you on, it's like a dusty atmosphere. Like they got permanent. Like it's like when Krakatoa blew up, but worse. Or Mount Pinatubo.
Hey guys, when was Operation Desert Storm?
I'd say early 90s, like 91.
When was Operation Desert Storm?
Like I said, I think 1991. I mean, I'll get you the exact date, but
1991. Yeah, okay. So this only didn't last that long. Okay.
Yeah, 1991.
Yeah, but this is I believe this is right around So we had just had Operation Desert Storm, this came out in 1994. So there was a lot of how to say it, man.
It's not anti-war, but like war that goes over the less glamorous parts of war, like the human condition, the dying of the soldiers.
Because I know there was some sort of conflict that happened in the 90s that had everyone kind of talk about war in a different way, and it was like this different feeling towards everything. Eh?
They always do that shit because they got a bad mouth every altercation. But that said, I mean the media was always bad mouthing before Desert Storm was beginning, and they were like, oh, we aren't ready, this and that, and then we fucking swept through it. Now that said, the human cost was very real, and it's like what was weird about Desert Storm was on one angle it was wildly successful, and it seemed that most of the worst stuff was like that Gulf War syndrome where people got sick for mysterious reasons, and to this day you'll hear people discussing different reasons for what happened.
Yeah, it's a constant in our zeitgeist of humanity. And that's what I think Babylon 5 season 2, we have this, like I said, I'm still mad that they took one of my favorite characters, Londo, and turned him into a goddamn fucking
I know
pirate.
He's a tragic figure at that point. And what was interesting was they even swapped out his purple his clothing is purple for a black shirt, which is a very cheap way to show the transition. And he never became evil. It's just that and he
became ambitious. That's what made him scary. And again, when the blood wasn't on his hands, even though a lot of this was the blood, and this all technically started because they goddamn, if the Narn had not fucked with the first season, if they had not fucked with the Centauris and made the Centauris feel weak, that they had to travel to other people and whine and complain for, we want this, we want that, we need this, we need that. The second they started feeling weak and they felt like a joke, that's the second the ambition started kicking in, and that anger of wanting a Soviet Union. I mean, a Centauri world. To kind of
I see what you did there.
People with authority want a Soviet. I mean, a Centauri world. I truly apologize. Bob's not listening to us, unfortunately. If he was, he would have said something. But I'm just saying that this kind of it's funny how this show has become more relevant today.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. Like the Centauri gave up a bunch of possessions and occupied things that were part of the empire, right? And they scaled down.
Yeah.
They became more peaceful, kind of, but not really. But it was even like Londo made a joke. He says, "Oh yeah, I'm now we're just a tourist attraction, open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on these days." And it was he wanted to be taken seriously again, and he was an old Republican, as he said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and this is the first time we get to see it. We also get to see the first time where people are like the Night Watch starts becoming a thing, and then the Ministry of
Ministry of Truth and all that. Well, my favorite thing about Night Watch was when Zach Allen, the guy from Greece, it was so interesting the way they. I think he did a great job in that arc, and I think that's one of the things he should be remembered for. Is he's dead now, but I just loved it because
Well, a lot of them
initially
are.
it's like,
I don't think there's anyone left. There's like 3 people left, I think, from the OG
well,
Babylon
yeah,
5.
but he passed away earlier than some, but I know what you're saying, but like Zach, like he's like, oh, 50 credits a week, yeah, why not? So he goes, they give him this armband. Garibaldi's like, what's this? He's like, oh, just 50 credits a week, why not? And initially, that's all it is. Like, okay, you go to this weird meeting that you don't give a shit about. But Zach wasn't like, ideologically aligned with them. He just genuinely thought, oh, I'm a security officer, and they give me an opportunity to get $50 a week to listen. And then one day there's this like a moment where like
And then
they hear somebody was talking
I
trash.
want you to vote for a certain person. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But I don't know you. I don't even know you. I was just finishing the example here of one cool example. But where were you going with that? You mean like? I mean, I think.
No. We don't go with that. We were staying far away from that. But I am going to make references.
I do. You're talking about the guy who owns the Taj Mahal. Anyway, but I wasn't sure. But anyway, because I don't think. I mean, he's not all. Anyway, so. Bottom line, so Zach gets invited to these meetings, and one of the Night Watch guys like, oh, we heard that we got a report that this shopkeeper was complaining about, the taxes or something like that. And he's like, well, you wouldn't be ratting him out. You would just be confirming what we already, heard. So it's like not a big deal. And he's like, oh, yeah, he opens his mouth sometimes, but it's just blowing off steam. And the guy, no, it's all right, Zach. It's all right. We got what we need. And then he's outside on the station and he sees the guy getting taken away in cuffs, and they put a fucking propaganda poster on there basically saying like, Night Watch, Ministry of Truth, shut this store down. And he's like starting to feel this really dark feeling, and now it's like he joined his club.
Well, I think he took his armband. Did he take his armband off on that scene? Because I remember
well, it was getting close to that. It was specifically no, he took his armband off when he was asked to foil their plot. So the plan was he pretended to continue being a Night Watch. So they basically like, you go to the docking port, and then when everyone gets inside the docking room, you close the hatch and jump out from under it. And then when he got out from under the hatch, only then did he pull off and he did it in a very dramatic way. He ripped the armband off and threw it to the floor.
Yeah. Well, dude, like not everyone wants to be a certain individual. Not everyone like you might side with stuff. And again, it's no problem, but then not everyone's going to support something, especially a murderer. People don't want to support violent people who commit. I believe that's right around that time. And then you got the biggest thing that happened with Babylon 5. It's interesting because this season, I think this is the only season that really works with outside people from the main cast. Like this is where you get that guy who. The space pilot guy. I gotta make sure I don't drop.
Yeah, Warren Keffer.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
He was very popular amongst the cast and crew. They loved him.
Yeah.
He was. That's why he was killed off the show, I think, because they loved him so much. He was not a dick at all.
Yeah. Apparently, what happened with that, I like how they do that too, because when he dies revealing the biggest threat to the universe, and it's like this is the one thing no one wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a funny thing. Nobody wanted it, and even like the people who were working on the plans behind the scenes, the conspiracy of light, they were like, okay, yes, this, the intent was good, but it was like, no, we didn't need this to be put on blast. We were supposed to be working in the shadows against the shadows. Yeah,
they wanted their privacy just for now. And this guy doing this, he effectively destroyed what they needed to do. And it's like, oh, thanks, asshole. Like, it's true, right? Like, it's legitimately true because he did this. It caused more damage to the defense, and all he had to do was stand down, but he couldn't.
When they ordered him, maybe they should have brought him into the conspiracy of light and be like, hey, look, this is what we're working on. Keep doing your job. You're doing a great job, but we really need you to shut your mouth on this because this will allow us to be more effective at dealing with this as it develops.
Yeah, exactly. And this becomes a bigger problem because of it. And I personally think it's kind of an interesting this was an interesting thing that happens to him, because in the end, he effectively destroyed, like, the poor guy did not deserve to die, but he in one way he did it because he felt like he couldn't, he was scared of what was going on, and he knew that this was a big threat. But at the same time, by him doing that, he effectively destroyed their chances to accomplish what they needed to do. Now he put a timeline on there. I believe the war starts around season 5. Or when does it start? Like 4 or 5, doesn't it?
Yeah. Basically, season 4. I think even season 3, but definitely by season 4, it was in earnest, right?
Yeah, and then it was basically whatever the Centauri were able to get their hands on versus whatever Earth was, and that's right around when they. I think it was season 4 where they get. It's either 4 or 5 where they get the ship, that cool badass ships like the.
Yeah, the white star.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we are done here with this, and so I'll be working on season. If there's any episodes a season, I will pick a season in season 3, an episode of season 3 to do. What was your thoughts on the fact that we found out Ivanova was like a psychic?
So I mean, like it was cool because like they gradually built up to it. Like she had that backstory with her mother, and that sounded tragic enough. But then realizing that it wasn't just her mother, but as you later on will hear that the mother, if we heard it already, the mother taught her some tricks on how to hide her telepathicness, and it was just like tragic, but also like later on proved to be somewhat empowering because she's basically a non-Psi Corps affiliated type who has a little bit more ability, but they didn't make it into like fucking Jane Skywalker, Mary Jane Skywalker. Instead, it's just like she's kind of low key psychic. She becomes an admiral because they didn't do away with the Psi Corps in the conventional sense. They just did a better job of oversight and making sure that they didn't have a monopoly on power. And they do elucidate this on Crusade. But no, it was very interesting. And she actually, what did she do that was useful? She was put to work. I remember the way they discovered it. It was the Great Machine on Epsilon 5 or whatever, the planet below Babylon 5. And when she took, got into the machine, she was, Droll invited her to use the machine, and she saw the president getting killed. And that was one of the first signs that she had some extra abilities. That was like, they didn't tell you at the time, but that's why she could see the presidential assassination. That's why she was able to witness that, because like her abilities extended that a little more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying that Ivanova, being a teep, it has implications that were pretty wide-reaching in little ways.
It was, and it slowly grew the franchise in that way. And it's an interesting idea. Also, they got rid of a character that was kind of fucking. I don't know why they got rid of the actual psychic from the franchise. That was kind of an interesting.
Basically, I don't know if this is entirely the reason why, but she and Garibaldi in real life got married, and when they separated, I'm not saying that's what made it like end, but it probably wasn't helping to keep her on the show, and so she decided to leave the show basically on her own accord. And of course, the JMS. Well, we talking about. I'm sorry, you talking about the blonde, or are you talking about?
The blonde psychic that ended up.
Okay.
Setting it up.
What's the name? Winters, Talia Winters. And so basically that's what happened. The actor decided to cut, and because of that, they had to like basically like supposedly, I don't know if JMS is making this up, pulling a George Lucas, but he says that he had a bunch of trap doors in his writing so that if somebody left the show, he would have a backup plan. So when the captain left from season 1. And when Talia Winters left, he had like some. Although I think with Talia Winters, he had less of a plan.
Monday morning quarterbacking, because you're telling me this super strong fucking psychic that has extra magical power, bullshit powers, all of a sudden out of nowhere is like, God, okay, yeah, that's kind of funny.
That was the messed up part was that Jason Ironside gave some ability to Talia Winters. So when they got rid of her from the show. When she left the show, now you need a way to get Lita Alexander to be powerful. Luckily, she spent some time with the Vorlons, so, that kind of worked out.
Yeah, the other one that was kind of interesting is the Jack the Ripper episode is also very fun.
Oh, my God. That one was so fascinating because, like, I didn't know where that was going initially. And then by the end, you get hit with the punchline. You're like, Oh.
Oh yeah, he's that guy.
And like it was very interesting how the Vorlons were willing to, take someone off Earth and give them an opportunity to sort of atone for their sins by putting them on ice for long swaths of time. And every now and then, when they need an Inquisitor, this is the man. And my only question is, does that mean they were gonna let? It seemed to me that Sheridan wasn't supposed to be there, but then he was supposed to be there. Almost like they were saying no one but you. But in reality, they wanted to make sure that someone loved Delenn enough to actually step in, as Sheridan ended up doing. So if Sheridan was to be like, "Oh, I will respect the challenge," would that have caused her to die, or would they have let her stop short of losing her life? It seems to me that they were willing to let a murderer murder her, and I also wonder did he enjoy it, or did he understand what he was doing? But either way, it was a fascinating way.
He enjoyed it. And there's an interesting thing because the end of this series ends with the infamous angel scene, which everyone sees their deity, and that is a interesting thing. Yeah, and Bob, stay away from my lemon cake.
And I love how when the episode after the draws, you're standing there and they're Zach's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, this is a plant." No, they were touching anything that was in the same room. So then Zach's like, "Oh, see this plant? Yeah, it was in the green section when he was there. So yeah, go poke that while I process your papers." And then the two villagers draws you touching the leaf and holding their finger up to the sky as some weird religious gesture. Just
I love how one who's touched by the shadows didn't see him. That was an interesting.
Oh my God! Well, that thing was it because he was touched by the shadows, or was it because he has no fucking soul? Either way, it works.
He is touched by the shadows. That is what I got from.
Wow, that's a good way to put. I think it's a good interpretation. I never thought of it that way, but you're not wrong. I just thought he went down such a dark path that he was uniquely fucked up, spiritually compared to everyone else. Which in a way, being touched by the shadows would do that to a man.
Yeah. That's exactly right. And Bob, stop touching my lemon cake.
Well, what do you mean lemon cake? Oh, you're playing a game together.
I'm fucking with. Bob keeps zoning out when we do these Babylon 5 talks. So.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I finally unmuted. You're watching the video of the evil.
So next on the docket,
my life now.
Speaking about
the lemon cake.
Yeah, he stopped touching the lemon. Stop eating my lemon cake. Okay, what the fuck is going on with GameStop? What the fuck is going on with GameStop? You should be seeing some chat.
Are they selling Legos now?
No. Look at this. Look at those prices.
Oh, gee. Well,
zoom in just a bit more.
Okay. Yeah. That's normal for new games, but what are these games selling for $85 new? What the fuck?
What is it?
I know, right?
I almost had a small heart attack looking at the Legend of Zelda game. I thought that was $180.
And how is that $85? What the fuck? What is it? Oh, I think I know what they're doing, guys.
Oh, they're still awful.
It's on.
Still atrocious pricing.
They're on cartridges, so you see the cartridges are super rare, and especially now that the games are not being made anew, and some bullshit like that.
These are the new ones, man. These are remakes, and that Legend of Zelda is the most recent one.
That's why they're so rare. They're not remakes, but Breath of the Wild isn't.
I'm gonna make you rare if you don't stop, Jay. I'll make you disappear like David Blaine.
But it is, well, I mean, is it a remake because it was on Wii U? Well, either way, I know what you're saying.
No,
but,
this isn't on the Switch. Okay, Kirby Deluxe, just to Return to Dreamland, Kirby Deluxe. That game is super old.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's what gets interesting. That is a Switch 1, not a Switch 2 game.
Yeah, that's the part that jumped out at me, too. So that's why I didn't see it as a remake in that context, but I see what you're saying. It's an old game, but, either way, yeah, $75. Once again, the cartridge is rare. It's not in circulation anymore. It's still dumb, but yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna quickly screenshot something and I will send it to you guys right now. Hold on. I'm just gonna screenshot something to you. All right. So I'm just gonna grab this. I'm quickly checking Amazon right now. And I'm going to screenshot. You'll see it in general in a couple seconds, boys, and I'll put it on main chat to show everybody because I don't believe it shows any of my information. All right. Yeah. Fuck off. Allow. Eat a dick. Stop asking me. So, that's a new copy.
Wow.
On Amazon.
Money.
Wait, okay, I'm waiting for the screen to update, but I'm sure I believe you.
It should be in general chat. Oh, do you want me to put it on screen? Okay.
No, that's okay. I can go to general. I got it right here. I got it. Oh yeah. Okay, and then what is that? 70. Okay, so that's like not great, but it's like not as terrible as GameStop.
That's brand new.
Oh.
Yep. And I'll put that on right now, guys. Hold on. I got a couple images here, but I will. Don't mind my Rumble because we're not on Rumble right now, but we are. We do have people who are part of our chat, our organization here. Let me bring that.
I lost sound.
So this should pop up in a second there. $72 new. The used copy in store is more expensive than the other copy. And I could find a used copy of this game for $66. I hope that's showing up on the chat. Yeah,
it sounds like a screw fest.
It is. And I was looking at these used. I don't know if I have a couple more on here. I tried to get more. I didn't want to take too many screenshots because I didn't want them freaking out at me. But like the prices they wanted, dude. Some of these games, like I'm going to point out. Okay, right here, this game was used. The Galaxy Plus, $83. These prices are insane. Like, you know, the only game that wasn't was the Elf game. The Elf game was $19 used. I'm fucking dumbfounded, boys. Like, I am really. Are you guys still there? Did I lose you guys?
No, you got me.
I'm still here.
All right.
I mean, I get it. GameStop is notorious, but so you think the Amazon prices are also high? Is that right?
Well, they're high, but that's a brand new game.
Okay, that's fair. So you're saying that yes, you're getting it cheaper, brand new, than you would if you bought it used, pre-owned at GameStop.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane.
That is. Like, I can get something that's $10. Here's the weird thing. You know what these games used to be like when I used to go into my GameStop 20 years ago? Like fucking $10. Like $15, $20. Like, you could walk into an Xbox 360 when the Xbox 360 market was out and they were doing the discs. Bob, you can account to this, right? You used to do gaming back in that era. DJ was a PC console race. I don't know if you're around for that, or were you interested in that? These prices are absolutely batshit insane.
Yep. Because, well, is it the most expensive hand-me-down? And this is like hand-me-down, maybe discount store, or it's something you find in a bin was like $15. Like, I used to be that kid who would go to discount stores or look at bin games.
Yeah. I bought the entire Final Fantasy collection for fucking dirt cheap for the Nintendo back in the day. I bought the PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy collection for under $100. So, I got a funny story to tell, but we're going to move on for now, and we'll keep talking about this later because this is just. I got some stories. I purposely went to buy just to do.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
like I'm also understanding these are Kanuki prices, and normally whenever it's like translation of American to Canadian, you slap on $5 to $10 on the base item.
Yeah, about $15 now.
Those are still exorbitant prices. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that fact. I'm also like, okay, if this was in the U.S. instead of 84, this would be like what, 79?
Probably 60 something, 69.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
but
next
they really want us to pay $100 for a game because what was that new DK game that came out where you smash through the earth?
Oh, dude, that's $100. That's almost that was.
Yeah,
I
was saying it was like that was like 120 last time I went to GameStop because no matter what you were forced to get the bundle instead of just the game alone.
I'm gonna go to other stores later this week. Like I don't got any money right now. I'm kind of broke, so what I might do some more store stuff later on. But yeah, no, these prices are absurd. I'm gonna take
so you want me to take a stop in the local GameStop and I can compare prices?
Take some purchase, compare prices. Let's see how bad it gets. So speaking about bad it gets, we have a new Ben 10 comic book. I'm gonna let Bob talk about Ben 10 because Bob was kind of younger at that point and probably would have more to talk about it.
How do you assume I was a Ben 10 kid? I'm so insulted that it's funny. I was that one kid who was like, man, I don't give a fuck about no damn Ben 10. The only reason I watched it is because it was the only thing that was on during that time slot. Now, this isn't to say Ben 10's a bad series. It was not a series that I watched when I was younger. I've looked into it as a young adult more and more because there's been other YouTubers that talk about the plot lines or, different tidbits of lore about the aliens. And it's like, okay, there's some neat things. Kind of like a retrospective. I look back on it and I was like, maybe I should have watched it as a kid. But I guess another thing I was tired of is you'd have the original Ben 10 series, which was him when he was like 11 or 12. 10. And then they had like the grown up Ben 10 when he's in his teen years. And it's like, okay, maybe it's moving along the plot line. And then they came out with another series where he's like back to being anywhere from 12 to 14. And I'm like, wait. There's no progression. We're not going to see like adult Ben 10 where he's like, I don't know. Yeah. What is that? What's that guy called in the Marvel? The guy with the dual pistols.
No, just say Spider-Man, Bob.
Guardians of the Galaxy. That dude.
No, just say Spider-Man, Bob, because legitimately that's what they do to Spider-Man all the time. He has been he does not
the point I'm making. Not at all the point I'm making.
Star-Lord, go. Shut up and
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it would have been neat if they kept progressing his age. That way he could be the effective Star-Lord, like a spacefaring legend that actually helps the day, and he has the Omnitrix with him. That's the point I'm trying to fucking make.
Okay.
Fuck.
All right. Yes, your point was mentioned and made in the actual cartoon.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, then they reverted back to like the younger Ben 10, and I was like, wait a second, because even as a kid, I had to, hit the fucking pause and be like, why are you doing that? Why? Progress the story, like keep it as like a flowing series.
Because it's a Spider-Man complex. That's what that is right there. Ooh,
yeah. Though I won't lie, I think my favorite alien species is the guy right there at the front cover. 4 arms, 4 eyes, red skin. Yeah. I like them because they're a warrior race, and I've always had a soft spot for warrior races. There's
a lot of DeviantArt. This series launched a lot of DeviantArt. That's all I watched it with my friends' kids back in the day. That and Generator Rex, which scared the fuck out of my friends' kids. I watched it for that, and I watched Generation Rex with them, and there was some stuff I like. The thing about Ben 10 is like, I kept thinking to myself, where's that good video game? Where's that badass beat 'em up? Where like you're telling me you have this game where you can switch out characters like a fucking like Suikoden or Citadel or whatever the fucking name of the game was, where you could like switch you can randomly switch your monster form, like switch your form to like a ninja, a fire breather, and all this other cool badass shit and beat the crap out of people, and they never fucking made the game.
For people who grew up in my era, Lego Star Wars, whenever you're able to do free play and replay through a quest, and you can swap through different characters, except in this case, it's aliens through the Omnitrix. Yeah, it would actually fit a lot more than somehow teleporting and transitioning into a different Lego minifigure, complete different character. But at least with the Omnitrix, it makes sense.
Yeah,
I remember Bionicles had a really cool PS2, PS3 game.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. I remember it was a PS2, I think. I might be misremembering. I'd have to look. Look that up, Bob. What was the name of the I know which one you're talking about. I just can't remember what system it was.
There's a lot of things with Bionicles that Lego just canned, and I'm like, but why? You had good lore.
I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot that they did. Okay, so your thoughts on Ben 10 there, DJ? What's your thoughts on this series?
I never heard of Ben 10, but it looks like a superhero game. I see Deadpool on the front, but he's got extra eyes.
Really? You didn't hear about that? By the way,
oh my goodness.
I'm not as young as Bob, so Cartoon Network. I stopped Cartoon Network after Cartoon Fridays and Toonami.
Oh, okay.
Ben 10 was around when Toonami was around.
Yeah.
Well, I only watched Toonami when it had Sailor Moon and Gundam Wing on it, and I didn't watch Gundam Wing because obviously UC Timeline Gundams is better. And when they started playing 0083,
so you never
did the right thing, but I was done watching Toonami by that point.
I'm shocked you never watched Ben 10. I honestly, it's not a bad series, and like I said, unlike the new Helen of Troy that launched 1,000 ships, Gwen launched 1,000.
2003 action-adventure platformer for GameCube, PS2, Xbox, and PC.
Yeah, okay.
It was literally just called Bionicle.
Yeah, maybe.
No, not maybe, I'm telling you. I am telling you as I am reading it from my search.
Okay, I'll look at. I might actually grab that.
Yeah, Bionicle the game is a 2003 action-adventure platformer for GameCube, PS2, Xbox, and PC, developed by Argonaut Games.
Okay, so I may look into that and actually do that. We'll do a morning stream for that. Although my PS2 emulators don't exactly like. My PS2 emulator sometimes has problems with certain games. I don't know why. Finicky when I live stream with Orc Ship 2. Might need to get an Orc Ship 3 one of these days.
About to say, if the thermal balance gets out of whack again, just like it was on the Orc 1, then yeah, we're going to have another bright flash. A very hot, bright flash.
The very interesting thing with Orc 1, this thing runs kind of hot, but it doesn't run totally thing. Orc 2 does not have a good fan. Orc 2 clearly doesn't, and that fucker runs hot. I gotta be very. I keep it. Yeah, there's a reason I stopped after 3 hours with Orc 1.
Is he getting a phone call?
Huh?
He kind of jibbed out on the microphone. I was like, was he receiving a phone call?
Yeah, I'm back, but maybe Walker's.
Well, yeah, I was talking about Chief.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's did somebody give him a phone call and then he got disconnected?
You guys hear me?
Oh yeah, like when you connected to the Bluetooth.
Say
One
again,
second.
Bluetooth. Oh, okay. We got you. We got you.
Okay, I'll be right back. Something just happened. I gotta go pick up a package. I'll be right back.
Okay, so it was a phone call.
I'll show you a package.
Keep talking about Ben 10. Bring Ben 10.
Okay. I'd say whenever I learned about the Redskin four-armed warrior race, I can't remember what they're called for the life of me. I was like, I really like how they pick mates. It is so straightforward. You run the ones with your potential wife. You enter this arena, and they do have a sexual dimorphism where the females are stronger. and you beat the brakes off of each other. And if the male is victorious, they get married and all that. And I'm thinking to myself, that is like therapy, domestic court, and all that wrapped into one. But it's all done and over with. The standard has been set. Is it the best? No, it's not the best. But you know what? I'll do it. I'll fight for a wife. I'll do it. I may die in the process.
Yep.
But I kind of respect how upfront it is about it. It's like, yeah, you just, yeah, you want to wife that woman up? Well, you got to fight her. But she's like, what, 7 foot tall, 4 arms, stronger than Shiva from Mortal Kombat, that's for sure. I mean, so much so that, actually, you know what? I got a sci-fi question for you, DJ. Just popped to my mind.
Yep.
I notice in some shows, and I understand, like, sometimes superhero gets into sci-fi, whenever there's an alien species that's usually on, like, a high-gravity planet, or they're, like, particularly strong, I always assume their structures are just as strong as them. Or nearly as strong, because that is their craftsmen that have made that structure.
Well, I know the movie and the book Project Hail Mary, the character named Rocky, he's like an alien who looks like a rock. That's why his name was made to be named Rocky by Ryan Gosling's character. I don't remember the character name in the book, but their structures, like, it's like their planet and the way the atmosphere was, it was very easy for them to make like certain elements that had like very like tough structural properties, like high density stuff, So I'd imagine that if your environment is a tough environment, high gravity, that may also influence your atmospheric composition. And like maybe they can make like diamond or stone like diamond, or in the case of Rocky, it was almost like he was weaving things like spider silk, but it would make a solid material. So he would start with this like these bags of a liquid, and then he could fashion that into a very hard, dense material that could build pretty tough things. And as aliens go, they had 1950s technology, but the material was just stronger.
Alrighty, chat.
Not exactly what I was asking, but that is good info. I was saying, like, okay, you have a super strong species. So, yeah, sure, you have, like, the materials on the planet, but you'd expect their structures to be maybe as strong or stronger than them. To where if somebody falls over and knocks into a wall, it doesn't collapse the entire fucking wall. It's like if a human runs into a wall, like, yeah, you may break the, what's that material? Like the stucco or whatever the hell? Yeah. But you ain't going through the frame. Unless you are of a particular build.
When you build
so that was the thing I was asking was with these aliens.
What makes a stone wall expensive? You got to get the stone, and it's heavy and it's hard to transport. But if you got a super strong species, loading and unloading the truck has got to be easier. So at that point, you could build things and manufacture things, and like basically everything scales up, I guess. So things that are too heavy for them to lift, yeah, they'll use a crane. But everything below that, which is still considerably heavier than what we would be building by hand, is gonna potentially be stronger.
Yeah. The reason I'm putting this, like, I'm trying to set the stage here, is when you have a super strong species of a warrior race, and when they fight each other, they punch each other so hard that one of them flies into an arena wall and the arena wall shatters. And I'm just like, either they are, like, really strong or those materials are not sufficient.
All right,
like you'd expect a species...
Hey, okay, we have. Sorry, guys, I had to run around because the way the entrance works to my way is the basement. So you got to go. So the guy went to the other entrance, so I had to run around the fucking building to get to the entrance. So we have another unboxing, boys.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Hopefully it's live stream.
Call me back when it's done.
Oh, no. This won't take long, Bob. All righty. Okay, here we go. Because, Bob, I want you to see this. We have meeples! We have meeples. Meeple. So let's open these bad boys up here. I'll tell you if I can open them. Shrink wrap. Shrink wrap. Why do I need scissors to get other scissors? This is so fun. Okay, there we go. Wow, they shrink wrapped the whole thing. All right, so let's look at our little meeples for D&D, boys.
Meeples? Oh, meeples. Okay, I thought you were talking about meatballs.
No, meeples. These are what we have. These
Special
are
Swedish meatballs, as you know.
we ordered meeples. Let's have a look at these little guys. Oh, that's great. You know what's great about this and pisses me off? These are smaller than the ones I bought. So the other meeples are bigger. Great googly.
So, what you're telling me is you did not check the measurements when purchasing a product.
I did check the measurements when purchasing a product. These are way smaller. Now, the benefit of this is when we live stream this, I guess I'm using the crystal clear meeples as the bad guys, and you guys are going to be the good guy. You're going to be the good guys. That's how that's going to work. All right, so back to the comic here, boys. And I'm going to pop this back out, off full screen, and close it out. Okay, so it's been around for Ben 10's been around for a while. We are getting not only are we getting a comic book series, that's a 3-book series. It sounds like the original workers from Men of Action are the ones working on it. Now, the other big benefit of this is, boys, are you guys still there?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Okay.
Yes, I was just keeping.
We are going to get another cartoon, apparently, and apparently it's from the guys who did the original writers of this. It's going to be a complete reboot again, but this time apparently it's going to be a lot more darker. It's going to be more of an adult / anime style reboot. So that's what I'm hearing. I mean, we're getting some interesting reboots. I don't know if you guys, we didn't discuss.
Are you going to show the comic panel that you showed me?
I did show the comic panel. It looks awful.
No, bring it back. I want to see Gwen's fugly fucking head.
Yeah.
What did they do? My God!
You know what this reminds me of? There was a show called Code Lyoko. It kind of had this look.
I remember Code Lyoko. I was thinking, actually, wait, yeah, if you scale down the heads, yeah.
No, the heads.
But I noticed it's only like Gwen.
Well, that's because these are big views, and look at what they did to Grandpa Max. Grandpa Max does not look like that rotund, overweight guy that he was.
So yeah, Grandpa Max. It's like, okay, 3 different art styles are going on here.
Yeah.
Grandpa Max looks like the pseudo-real, like the Boys comic.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben himself, he looks like some average comic panel. But Gwen, my God, Code Lyoko syndrome. Why is her head so big and deformed? Why? It's like, okay, at least Uncle Ben looks like he walked out of the Walking Dead comic, you know?
You know what? A friend of mine talked about this because they've been uglifying girls in series now. I think it might be that. We'll see what other apparently they're going to have different artists for different comics, and it's slowly going to change as time goes on. But
if you're going to draw your character like that, I'll be real with you. I kind of expect that character to be bullied. I could easily draw. Hey, Chief, you want to play tic-tac-toe real quick? You play tic-tac-toe on that fucking 5 head?
Yeah, I know. Well, now we can. I spun up a little bit. Okay, but yeah, like it doesn't look good, but this looks badass. Like this actually looks good.
The cover art, like the front cover panel, excellent. Looks great. That comic panel with the characters looks scuffed. It looks pretty scuffed.
So like
I do also notice some differences with some of the aliens, specifically the one with the saw blade wheels. Normally he just has balls that he has like toes that wrap around it. I don't know if that's part of his body or if it's just part of the clothing, where he kind of like skates around on these balls. But I guess they changed it to like the saw blade looking things.
Yeah, they cybernize these guys a lot more. There's a lot of weird shit with this. We'll see what they do, but
is it odd that Forearms looks like he could be a lantern?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know what they're going to do with this. Apparently, Diamond Comics is the one doing this, or it's Dynamite Comics. I apologize. So, that looks like we're going to see what they do. We'll see what they're doing. I'm hearing another show.
Golem looking guy. That was another alien that I did kind of like because he had like some crystalline powers going on. Normally, he's wearing a similar outfit that Forearms has, where he has a vest that has that white and black with the Almatrix symbol in the chest. Yeah, but they kind of just made him outright shirtless, which, I mean, hey, though his shoulders were normally blocky, the only reason I remember this is actually whenever I went to Toys R Us. Hey, remember when Toys R Us was the fucking thing? Yeah, I remember. You see the Ben 10 toy section.
Oh man, I gotta talk about that. I gotta talk about. I took a lot of pictures, but unfortunately, some of the pictures, when I took the pictures, I was looking what they were legitimately fucking like when before I put them up. I took the pictures I knew didn't show direct face of other people. Because technically in Canada, I could get in trouble if someone see if I get seen on screen, I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
Yeah.
But I'll still cover up because I want my amenity. But that's about it. But if a kid walks, there was a unfortunately one of the people who was working at the shop had her fucking kid there, and her little baby kid and shit. Or she had a friend with a couple baby kids. And there's a couple kids running around, and I couldn't. I couldn't legit, do anything about it. I had to keep. I kind of just I don't want to risk because if those kids get shot, there's like laws, there's privacy laws. If their faces came up or their imagery came up a little bit, yeah.
Anyways, saying, sorry, I'm still looking at the footage. I didn't realize how intense Forearms' eyes are. That's horrifying. Normally they're just like the eye socket, but it glows orange, like his whole eye's orange.
Yeah.
My God, no. that is an intense fucking stare. That's fucking terrifying.
I'm hearing stories. Like I said, I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I am hearing a lot of stories. So overall, I think are we yay or nay to the idea of another reboot of Ben 10?
Make everything like the cover art. That panel work definitely needs work. All right, make everything as intense and gritty and cool as this front panel is, and I'll look into it. I'm not the biggest Ben 10 fan, but I know people are, and they'll eat this shit up. They'll absolutely eat this shit up. If you do it right.
Because he starts at age 10, and the first series ends. He's like 13 or 14, somewhere around there. Yeah. And then the series starts up. He's like 17. He's got a girlfriend. Okay, we are done with that.
And then Gwen, or whatever the hell, gets a boyfriend who has absorption powers? His powers actually change throughout the series from what I've seen. Where it's like he gets stone skin, and then he's crystalline, and then all of a sudden he's doing energy blasts in a different series. And I was like, what the fuck's going on with Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin 11 was the character's name. So we are going to look at the next game for today. And what are we looking at today? And we're going to keep.
Does it mean my last name would be Bob 13?
So, what do you guys want today? I'm giving the option to the people here. Into the darkness, into the dead, our darkest days. Keep driving, although I got to turn the music off when we do keep driving. Quasimorph, Oregon Trail, or I will do one of the fighting games, and anyone in chat wants to pop in, they can. Or I will do because Bob does not want to do another Songs of Conquest. I think he's songs.
I want to give it a break, just a wee break. I don't know what Captain's next stream's gonna be, but I was like, I could do like 2 games in one day, and that's my max. But doing it day in and day out is like, okay, it kind of wore off a little bit. But next time you guys want to do a session, maybe give me about a week, and I'm more amicable to the idea.
I'll do 1 game a week. I don't mind doing that swift.
Yeah.
Or I will throw on Wizardtorium.
But I also understand. Sorry to interrupt, but I also understand Captain's position, because a lot of the games we play, their updates are coming at the end of the month, so you need something to make room, or constantly show something.
So give me a pick, boys. What do you want while we're talking here?
I want to see you play a fighting game. See how bad you are.
I don't have a fighting game that we can fundamentally play.
You said the fighting game.
No, beat 'em ups, not fighting games. I could do a beat 'em up.
I'd beat 'em up, yeah. Do a beat 'em up. Ninja Gaiden.
Don't have it on here.
Oh. Stinky.
I gave you the list. DJ, what do you want? What do you want? I'm gonna give DJ the choice. I'm gonna add, Quasimorph, Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, Keep Driving, or Oregon Trail. Which one do you want?
Ooh, Keep Driving sounds interesting, but like driving games, but Oregon Trail is a tried and time-tested game. I mean,
Is this the original, or is this that 3D remake?
It's the 3D remake. I'm not doing the original, unfortunately, because the original, I haven't seen a good working copy of the OG, of the original the old black and white one, and I've never ever seen and even though there is a Oregon Trail like remaster version that actually doesn't look that bad, that one's not bad. But you want me to do Keep Driving Oregon Trail? I'll give you the choice there. Or To the Dead or Darkest Days, or we could try playing Beat Cop.
I think. Beat Cop.
Beat Cop. The only problem with Beat Cop is that's a game that's very distracting.
So what the hell are we going to talk about whenever you're playing the game?
Exactly. Oh, we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about Best Buy and GameStop. I have stories. I was only there for 10 minutes, and I can tell you this right now. I could put an hour of conversation and no fucking problem what happened there today. You know what? We'll do Keep Driving. Keep Driving's pretty easy to play. Great game. Probably one of the best games I've played on Steam of this type of simulator. My only downside is I have to turn off the music. I do feel bad about that because this game's so fucking cool for music. Oh, the Keep Driving not working? Oh, no, it's working. Okay. Now, let's see here if I can get Keep Driving to work on my device. First, let's remove la quête. Okay. Now, let's activate Keep Driving. Let's drop Songs of Conquest for today. And there we go. Let's see what goes on here. Tell me if it goes live, boys. Oh, there we are. Keep Driving is on. We are ready, boys. Let us go. So I had a game already going that we previously played on here. Do you guys want me to keep playing that, or do you guys want me to do a whole new game? Guys?
Mm-hmm. You guys want? Look for something in my backpack in a minute, but I'll still be around. I just gotta leave my desk and come back.
Okay, new game or set or continue.
I would assume you want to continue the game you've already been playing, don't you?
No, it doesn't matter.
Like that, me personally, I would continue. That's just me if I was playing my own game.
Well, yeah, but we're doing this live. I could always keep it on.
Yeah, if I want to show people beginning game, I might start from the beginning, but I would say, I still stand by my logic.
Because it's basically a game I pretty much finished, so it's like I already
oh,
did travel.
Okay, then if I knew you finished, I probably would recommend something else. But yeah, I would say maybe start from the beginning unless there's some cool shit you could do while you're,
cool. If you've never seen this game, DJ, this is a game worth you. I really, really am excited for you to see this. This is actually, if you've never seen me play this game is amazing. My only downside is we'll have to turn down the music very shortly, very quickly and shortly.
in that case, I'll make sure I put out my phone when I leave my desk to look for something in my bag.
Yeah, okay, so we got a choice between male or female. I'm going to go male.
You don't have a third option?
Yeah. No, there isn't a third. So you have your choice between relationship with your parents. You have a normal. Do you guys want to have a good relationship or a bad relationship, or should I just roll a should I just roll a d5?
Maybe roll a d5 because it's like real life. I don't know.
Okay, I'll roll real life. I'll roll very good. So, you have a choice between part-time student. You have unemployed. Part-time.
Relationship with your parents. So, are you a cop? Or a driver?
No. This isn't beat cop. I'll do beat cop later. This is keep driving.
Well, how old are you?
You're a teenager. Okay, I'll give you a little portray of this game. You are a teenager. I hope you're watching the stream.
Then
you're
a student then, because you're a teenager. Unless you want to be a part-time mechanic.
Well, yeah, you can be a part-time mechanic. Yeah, you're just.
I guess we could do. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, does that mean you have to actually do mechanic shit in the game if you're a mechanic?
No, yes, you do. There's some interesting stuff in this game.
Well, let's see. Mechanic does real stuff. Unemployed, you get yourself into trouble, so that could be fun. But yeah, better than being a student.
Okay, so you want part-time mechanic? Okay. Mom's care package, my tools, which is your tools, a guitar and beer, shady things, which is a butterfly knife, crowbar, cigarettes, can of tuna, and letters. You got cocaine, or you could do a festival kit. Yeah.
Well,
what do you want?
Like, shady things sounds fun, but I would think the mom's package or the tools would be the logical thing. Butterfly knife could be good, I guess, but I mean, okay, no, we're not a fucking. That would be if you're unemployed. I would think tools because you're a mechanic and you need tools.
So what vehicle do you want? Do you want a? We keep previous upgrades too. So you can have a 4-door sedan. You can have a muscle car, which is a 3-passenger car, or you can have the big old fat boy truck. What do you want?
I would think a truck would make sense because you're a mechanic and you need a truck.
Yeah, this happens in the early 90s. So there we go. We are ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so first things first, I'm going to enter into my house and take everything that's in here for my care package. We are taking the jerry can, definitely. We are taking the bandage, and we're putting the bandage here. We are taking a banana, because we need a banana. We are taking chocolate, that's always useful. We are taking aspirin, because we're going to need it. And we're going to, don't forget your letter. Okay. So, let's open the letter. Bam. Hey, are you coming to the festival this year? I heard that you got a new car. Fun. Can you buy a ticket in any big city? Yeah, as long as. So basically, you have 4 weeks to get to this festival. That's your game plan. Well, that's the game's game plan. What my game plan is to do awful things and be a complete fucking psychopath. But that's just me. All right, let's start our road passage. We're ready to go. Here we go, boys.
Got this on my phone. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay, so let's go.
I have my desk, and I got the phone.
Oh shit! Wait! Before we do that, I have to. Yeah, I got to turn off that music. That music. Not want that. We do not want that music on. I do not want to get. I don't want to get copyright claimed. Thank you very much. All right. So, I went today to the GameStop. I was floored at how bad that store was. I'm like, what was going on with that store? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I walk in, the first thing I see, I don't see games. You know what I see? I see toys. Just toy. There are so many toys in this store at this point. It's just like there was more toys than video games. And they had old G.I. Joes and stuff. So I'm looking at the price of these. First of all, they had the Super Friends. Remember the Super Friends, Bob?
What?
I'm talking about the GameStop today.
Super Friends? What about Super Friends and GameStop?
Do you remember? I'm talking about the toys in the Super Friends. Pay attention. Come on. Stop playing your game. Focus. Wake up.
I don't even know what the hell a Super Friend is.
You've never heard of the Super Friends? Really?
No. What the fuck are the Super Friends?
Okay, the Super Friends were a thing that happened in basically, remember Superman, Batman, all that type of stuff, the old toys. Yeah. So I see the toys here, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that's interesting. Then I see the price for these toys. Do you want to know what they wanted for their Super Friend figures?
How much?
They were on sale. You want to know what the sale was?
5%
$40. $40 to $26. They wanted $40 for toys. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like, you want $40 for this shit? Why in the hell would anyone pay $40 for this shit? I was just like, I couldn't believe that. They wanted $40 for a fucking toy. And so it's down to 26. And I see some other toys there. They had some old Halo toys there. And the Halo toys were stupidly expensive. Like I couldn't believe the crap that they were doing. I was like, what? No, that can't be. Like the prices were absurd what we were looking at here. And so I'm sitting here, and so they got this plushie stuff going on. There's this mother there getting plushies for her kid. And I'm listening to the mother talk, oh yeah, I'm buying these plushies. My son likes Mario and Pokemon and stuff. So she's buying her all this stuff. And she goes through the toys. Now, Bob, this is where it gets scary, my friend. She bought, I'm going to give you the list of what she bought, because I heard everything she bought. 6 plushies. A Pokemon bag. So Pokemon cards and a starter pack for Pokemon.
40, potentially 50.
$215 for a bag. $200. I was like, how about no?
You can prize me for stupid people. That's where I'll leave it.
I was floored by that. I was like, no. How about fuck no? Fuck no, any way, shape, or form. Imagine spending that much cash on that. Oh, it's full. Okay. I don't need to worry about that then. Imagine the cat, like, I mean, $214 and something cents. I'm like, that is groceries right there. I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was rather surprised by that insanity.
Okay.
And so I'm going through, and I'm just seeing these prices. These prices, man. These fucking prices were wild. Absolutely insane. Like, by the time we left, I was looking at my friend, and I was like, man, I'm out. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not spending that type of cash. Like, oh, fuck no. Like, that was some insane cash. I couldn't believe what they wanted. I was like floored at what they wanted for that prices. And so I go and ask them about mini arcades. I'm looking for the mini arcade tool, because that's kind of what I'm looking for. I sometimes, you know, if I can find them for a good price, I'll pick them up. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to pick up the mini arcade. That's my game plan. My game plan, I'll get those, and we'll have we'll have ourselves a Mario time, you know. So this seems to be the ploy, and I'm like, okay, I'll get those figures, no big deal. I'll set up stuff. You know, I'll be able to get what I need. I'll be fine. I could not believe the little mini arcade. So they had these little little pinball machines. By the way, this is Temu stuff. Like the level of Temu this shit was wild. And I'm like, how about we don't do that to me, you know, like. And I'm just floored at like the level, like this little I was looking at this little Street Fighter toy, little Street Fighter pinball machine. The thing looked about the size of a, how to put it bluntly. It really did look like it wasn't even that big. It was like very small. Okay, I can probably keep going now, can't I? Okay, just sleep one more bit there, just to get the power up for that. Am I using a mum situation? Yeah, I'm gonna call here. Shit. Yeah, I couldn't believe what they wanted. Like, I was absolutely just dumbfounded by the pricing they wanted for this shit. And I don't know, Bob. You're gonna if you're going tomorrow. You're gonna go tomorrow. You said, Bob.
Where? Go where?
GameStop.
It didn't say I was going tomorrow, but if you want me to, I could.
Yeah.
What do you want me to look at?
Well, give me some. I want to see how bad the prices are. That's. I want to see how actual, like, what are the prices to this stuff, and how bad does this actually get? Are like, because like at this point when I saw what they did, I was thinking to myself, you know. At that point, you're basically buying this just for the fucking merch. Like, you're buying it for the brand name at this point. These are insane prices.
Balenciaga in a nutshell, and Supreme for that matter.
It's wild. Like, why would you spend that? Like, why would anyone spend that type of cash on that? Like, that is floored me how absurd that shit was. I'm just look at this and I go, ooh, is that a book? Oh yeah, definitely a book. Ooh, a portable stove. That is actually very, very good. That actually can really help you out. And I can also sell that. Like, so back to what DJ was talking about. All right. So the thing that DJ was having a conversation about, yeah, let's pick up a hitchhiker. Yeah, let's take the mechanic with us. He's actually useful. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I couldn't believe the bullshit, how silly and just stupid, like, the branding is at this point for that. Like, to buy, like, you can buy anything else. You know, like that's just how it goes, right? You could have done half that shit for what they wanted. But here you are dealing with the drama that is some of this like the prices are just fucking wild. But my theory's this. When it comes to this stuff. My theory is it's very similar to the what's it called now? Not chocolate here. How did my friend put it? It's the reason these games are selling so high, and I even asked, hey, did you got any other like Nintendo Switch games? And they're like, no, we haven't had Nintendo Switch games come in that often. And so I kind of thought about it, and I said, you know, I think what's going on right now is we're seeing people just not sell their shit anymore. Like people are keeping their stuff, and that to me is a wild thing. I remember, like, you know, we both remember going to GameStop like years ago. How awesome was it not to go back, like, go to GameStop, and there was just all this cool shit that you could buy for dirt fucking cheap, right? Did I lose you guys? Hello? Bob, you got a couple more minutes, Bob. Come on, stay awake. We're almost there.
Yeah, it's a mixture of sadness, but also just losing interest in the subject matter, because it's like, yeah, it's GameStop, but until I walk in the door, I won't be able to really have a mouthpiece here.
Okay. Well, you can nostalgize about the stuff that was back in the past. Okay, so, well, I'll ask DJ then. DJ, your thoughts on this stuff that I'm bringing up here. Are you in the same thought process that I just?
The collectibles, or you said something about branding?
Well, I was saying that at this point, people are just buying this stuff for branding. That's the only reason they go to GameStop now at this point.
Branding? Like, who's branding?
GameStop's branding.
Oh, you want GameStop's branding on your shit? I mean, I guess because you trust them, it's like a reputable seller. Do you think, oh, this is better than going to fucking Chinatown or something like that?
No, it's better than going Amazon or something like that. Like, 'cause, like, the thing is, I'm a fan of stuff. I'm a fan of shopping locally.
Oh, so they
like,
want a real game store, like going to Toys R Us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I'm a fan of shopping local, but when the prices are $10 more to buy it in town, like, this is the reason I stopped buying clothes in town. Like, I haven't bought anything in town for clothes in fucking 10 years. Like, that's not a joke. Since we got Amazon here, I haven't bothered buying stuff in town. There's no point. Like, I'm not against buying stuff in town. I love to buy stuff in town. But the way this bullshit's going now, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I think I'll just not do that and not waste my money. And that's kind of how I feel. You know, I'm at that point now where I'm like, you know, that literal, like, mental thought process of just like, fuck that shit. I don't want to waste my time with this. Going to the store and not having any money. And, like, walking out with $215 worth of plushies. You goddamn could have bought that, like, you can buy that anywhere. Like, fuck, like, Mario plushies, you can get all that online. I guarantee you, I could have found exactly what she found online for $100 less. And that to me just makes me go, oh. Got a shield. Okay, we got no shields on the field. Yeah, and it just makes me laugh because to me it's like this is such like it's absurd that we're spending that type of cash when it comes to something like that. Like that to me makes me just like, wow, why in the flying fudge buckets are you doing that to people? Because people, you know, eventually, like, I mean, the cash break for that is just going to piss people off. Oh, there we go. That's gas. And that's that. There we go. So what do you think of this game, Keep Driving, DJ? Your thoughts?
Oh, wow. I mean, you know, it's very slice of life, kind of, but, like, what I found interesting was how much you could shape it. So it's not just pixel art. Like, you're doing different things throughout the game. Like, the playing phase is a big deal. And the track is no joke.
Yeah, I do like how this game plays very similar to. Oh, okay, we got a win. And let's grab some scrap. And we got a tire. I could sell these junk wheels. They could sell them. You never know. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun because this game is actually legit, like, amusing. How we portray everything and how everything is. There's also some interesting mods people have made for this game. Drinking makes you happy. So it's like if you want to get drunk in this game, you gotta plan even your alcoholism and shit in this game. You gotta play smart, or you will lose very quickly. I'm gonna buy some cigarettes. See, this guy's asking for smokes. Can I just give the cig? No, I can't give the cigs to him, but I'll do that. Yeah, sure. We'll buy a pizza. You can always use a pizza. There. Okay. Yeah, because you got to plan your routes too, eh? Because your routes will shift determining on who you're talking to. And you can go on different things. Like, you can go to the woods and go hunting and stuff. There's a lot you can do. And your main goal right now is, you know, in the game. Yeah, we'll go first. Day of night. In this game right now, your goal is to go to that funeral. Like not the funeral. Go to this concert. But you don't have to go to the concert. There's like different options. And there's nothing stopping you from like for example, I'm looking at the restaurant. You can like looking for exits. What's this? Film. Looking for an extra for a black car. Needed. Okay, it's a concert. We need to drive around in the average of for warrior energy. Cash $60. Okay. Okay, I don't know what warrior energy is, but we'll see what it is. And yeah, if I turn my car black, I can get a job. I can get a job at a film studio. Eh? There's like different quests you can get, and that's kind of how that works. Oh, I'm gonna grab the jumper cables. These are useful. How much are the jumper cables? I can buy them. What the hell? There we go. I'm gonna sell the shades. I don't need them. Yeah, there's a lot you can do in this game, DJ. It's an amazing game, and this game goes on sale all the time. Like this is a game you can get a lot, like really cheap. So if you want to get this game, this is definitely worth a grab if you wanna play around with an interesting game created by a still-playing indie studio. Hey DJ, how would you like to fill up a truck to full with $18?
You're a student. You gotta take the money you can where you can get it.
Yep. See, there's different places you can go too. Like, there's nothing stopping you from. I can go here. I can go here. I can go like. It's registering a location I have to go now. But the question is, do I? Yeah, so I'm gonna go that way. Okay. Yeah, I can take the shorter route or the longer route. Which way do you want to take? You got to plan it. Yeah. So yeah, I now have the warrior energy on my vehicle. So I'll make $60 for driving around the countryside with warrior energy on my vehicle. Yep. And Bob, you feeling it, Bob? Do you want to let me go? Me and DJ will finish this off for tonight.
Yeah, you guys go ahead. I'm
okay.
Clock out.
Enjoy your fun. Yeah, enjoy your fun with GameStop. So tomorrow, Bob, you didn't see all. You didn't. We're gonna do a couple things, but we're gonna have a fun moment here. Tomorrow, Bob, you'll do the GameStop stuff, and then I will probably have for us. We'll finish up our conversation about the fun that was the. Remember the flooding accident? We're going to talk about that that day. You figure you're up to it, Bob?
Yeah, the GameStop thing is. I'm not going to have issues with
They didn't have issues with me. But look at it all. Look at what the prices are, and look at what the sale prices are. Because the sale prices are.
If that's the case, give me a list of the things you want, like games, merchandise, XYZ. Give me a list.
You know, Bob, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you have free reign of this. You do what you think is right on the matter.
Okay.
I mean,
then I'm going to look at the anime figurines with like triple the scrutiny.
Yeah, anime figurines and all. But keep in mind, I'm going to want you to look up the Amazon prices. You get stuff too. Okay.
Okay. I don't want to give you any promises, but all right.
All right. You have yourself a good sleep, my friend. See ya. Yeah. Tomorrow's my rest day, so I got no plans tomorrow because I did my walking. I did my walking for every day. So tomorrow's like, yeah, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm going to bed. When I go to bed, I'll go to bed till probably 3 in the morning. Wake up at 4. I don't care today. It's like, yeah, I might wake up at 8 if I want, that type of thing. So I got nothing going on tomorrow. So it's like, yeah, we got Throwback Thursday, and I got some stuff to do. So that's about it. And then everything else is that. I might still do the morning walk, but I don't think I'll do anything else. I might do the weights also, but we'll see how I feel that day. Unless it rains. If it rains tomorrow, then life gets stupid. Yeah. Yeah. And we got quite a few people. Hello, chat. We got quite a few people watching tonight. So I figured, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's keep playing this game. By the way, great indie game. Probably one of the best indie games I've played in a while. And I think Indiana Jones game. Yeah. I didn't get a full tank of gas, but I did get enough to do something. So we'll see what happens here. And I know I get that warrior thing coming up soon, so that's gonna be good.
I just saw Bob's name there, unless I'm looking at the wrong stream.
Oh, we got 5 people. We got 5 people watching right now. We are saying.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we got numbers. I see the numbers. Yeah, people don't have to chat, of course. I understand that.
Yeah, they're always welcome. You guys have your good time, man. We're all about.
I dropped something under my desk and I can't find it. Like an hour ago. It's like driving me insane. That's what I've been trying to do here.
I know the feeling.
Oh, good. I found a knife under my desk. Let's get that out before I step on it.
I did that a couple weeks ago. That sucked. That really, really sucked. I stepped on a knife.
I found one of the rubber pieces, my Nintendo Advantage. No, I didn't. That's something else. Oh, it's for my scanner.
I punched it. Okay, so you can go here, which... Okay, so yeah, let's get to a workstation. Let's get to some work. I'm running out of cash. I'm at $0 here, so we need some money. And I'm hoping to get to some wilds, because wilds are usually kind of fun. Yeah, but overall, it's just kind of funny how these stores are. And I heard Best Buy is really expensive now. How bad is Best Buy?
I mean, I haven't been there, but Best Buy, you know, they always sell, you know, expensive stuff. I mean, it's an electronics store, but like computer parts, that's not even their fault. You know, the industry's all fucked up. So I watched the interview the other day, and it was the Gamers Nexus was interviewing a guy who ran a popular memory stick company that sells, you know, memory modules for PCs, known as geek. And they've always been known as a pretty competitive brand, like not necessarily budget, but they really strike a good balance between quality and, you know, price. And whereas some companies, they always, you know, push their premium product. They'll have, like, you know, LEDs on all of their RAM, and it's like either they do have a quality, you know, selection for the memory, or they're overly charging because they know people will pay for some fruity brand that has a label that advertises like better for overclocking, which on its own isn't actually wrong to pay more for it sometimes, but you know, G-Skill is one of those companies where if you're building a budget build, you can get quality memory, and even when you were building a good computer, like, you could still buy their memory, and it would be pretty good memory. And the guy was cool because, like, he was answering questions like, you know, what is driving the price, and then, like, basically explaining how, like, okay, we make $10 on the, like, basically when the memory costs more, they make less money because they're sourcing the chips that go onto the circuit board. And it's still, you know, like, whatever they pay for it, like, they don't make more money because they're paying more for it. If anything, what happens is now they still have to put their profit margin on top of that, and they're just charging more for the thing that they're making the same amount of money on. But fewer people are buying it, so logically that drives up, you know, it drives down the amount of sales they get. So they actually, even though they're charging more money for the memory, they're not choosing to charge more. They literally are paying more for, like, the initial parts that go into the actual, you know, making the components. So in the end, they're losing money because of that, which it's just like a weird situation, and that's all because it's a lot of this is the AI thing. You know, when a company is buying, guaranteed we're gonna buy like this 100,000 memories. So pretty much they're getting priority on the consumer market. So we basically get like what's left after that, and you know, it's just the situation is like part of that. The other part is used parts are up in price. I had to pay $300 for hard drives. I actually have to go and return one of the broken hard drives on eBay, but the drives I've installed, they're good, and my system's running really well now. But I had to replace, you know, 4 8 terabyte drives, or 3 out of 4 of them, and it was like $300 for a drive that I was able to pay $150 for, like a couple of years ago. To make matters worse.
I'm obsessed with buying mini PCs now because I prefer having I prefer the fact that these are small, easy to get my hands on, and I can run them with no fucking problem. I haven't had a single...
You know, many PCs will still cost more if you're using the same memory, but I know what you're saying, like, there's convenience there. I mean, it depends on what you need. You personally don't need to afford the desktop PC. Most people don't usually unless they want to upgrade their graphics card for modern games and stuff like that.
Yeah. Unless you're a modern gamer, you're not running the top. You're not even...
They don't need what, you know, personally, like, a lot of modern gamers, they don't care if the front of their computer has a 5.25 inch bay on it. They're like, oh, I'm going to put a radiator there anyway for my water cooler, or nothing there at all. Me, it's like, well, no, I need slots in the front. I need a place for my Blu-ray burner, or even if I wanted to play my own DVDs on there. And you know, so I definitely like, you know, I'm glad that my case has that, but the landscape has shifted quite an interesting place. Like there's an entire subreddit for people who build ITX cases. They're like custom built mini PCs where you get like a pretty small motherboard, but it still takes regular components, you know, and all of that stuff. My friend's wife wanted a PC, so he built her PC. And the mini PC had a pretty good hardware, but of course, you know, there's limitations. And one thing a lot of people don't know is how the cooling works. And a lot of times these things are undercooled because they only need maximum cooling when they're under turbo conditions. So they are designed not to run at turbo continuously, which is sensible, but it means that sometimes like something will be marketed. Like my CPU is 95 watts, but it really can use 150 watts, and the way it's set up right now it can use 170 watts. So if I bought a cooling unit rated for 95 watts, I'd be grossly undercooling my computer, and as long as I'm not purposely forcing it to run in turbo, it would automatically throttle down. But my thing is, like, I paid $200 for a piece of silicon that can go this fast. Why would I want it to run any less than that fast when I'm doing a heavy workload?
Yeah.
But on a mini PC, you're not necessarily pushing the computer continuously under high load. Like, even if a game is more demanding, there are ebbs and flows in what the game is doing. It's not like you're re-encoding video where it will literally saturate everything at 100%. You know, games, especially depending on the settings, you always have that overhead. You always have not overhead, but that margin above what you are currently utilizing.
Yeah, exactly. I get what you're saying. And there's nothing wrong with having that overhead. Like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, going for it, you know, as my friend put it. But it's like we are getting to a weird point where I like I said, I'm dumbfounded by how stupid certain things have been getting lately. Like, we are literally just like I said, I've been picking up old stuff. I always pick up stuff when I get a chance. That's kind of my modus operandi. You know, I kind of like to, you know, have that little side thing there just for if you ever need it. But it's like, I don't know what to think of what's been going on with the online market. Like, I was shocked when I went to go pick something up, and I'm like, what was it there? So I was trying to get my hands on a. Like, when I went to get my mini PC, I ended up having to go with a weaker version because the prices for about 2 days were absolutely batshit insane. And I was thinking to myself, what is going on? Like, this is insane price point. Like, I'm like, why am I like, there's no freaking way it's this bad. Like, this can't be this bad. Can you speak up there, DJ? We got you.
I would assume if the price went down for 2 days, you could, you know, like exchange it or get a price match guarantee. Like, especially with Best Buy, when the price goes up within 2 weeks of buying it, they will usually offer a price match, meaning they'll essentially process it like a return and a rebuy.
Yeah, but I didn't get this at Best Buy. I got it through Amazon, and there's not much I can do at this point because the items didn't go down. The items didn't go back up.
The only way you can do it is if you bought a second one and then returned the one that you, if the price went down. I'm saying that because it sounded like, I remember you were mentioning this the other day, that prices briefly went down, I think. But in general, I'm assuming that. Oh, okay. Oh, that's different. But yeah, so the big thing also is like, if I want to buy certain old components, like, why are hard drives expensive? Not nobody. Okay, so there's a perception. You'll hear people say a lot of dumb shit, like. And some of it sounds reasonable from their own personal use, so I don't want to say it's always dumb, but some people will hold to it when you like try to explain the broader context. They'll say like hard drives are not used anymore, it's all SSDs now, or like hard drives are, you know, essentially they'll describe it like the hard drive is going away with the dodo, and that's absolutely untrue because, well, they are still expensive. And the thing about hard drives that was interesting was, like, you know, one of the things that they're doing is sometimes these companies, they have a lot of data that's generated from doing, you know, all the AI prompts. So they don't want to just store data for the model. A lot of that stuff is stored on servers that do have solid state drives on them now, so they get very fast recall performance. But they're also archiving the prompts and the outputs from the prompts because they don't know what they're going to do with it, but they don't want to lose that data. And you can just imagine the amount of text that gets generated whenever someone's using AI. So the problem is that there are places that buy up hard drives or just for cold storage. They buy up a ton of hard drives just to store that old data. And the other factor is even worse. It's that there's also people who are just buying up any computer part so they can resell it at a higher price. And it's like they don't know what they're buying. They're business people. Some of them might know what they're buying, but the point is like they'll buy up like outdated RAM that nobody really cares about, but now you got to pay more for it if you want it. And the reality is, at some point they're gonna have to make rent, and people are gonna stop buying things that are overpriced. And then they're gonna have to drop the prices.
Look at the Pokemon market that's going on right now.
Oh, that one's different, but that's collectible bullshit. And I mean, no offense, but I mean.
Well, no. Let's be perfectly honest. You got people thinking that they're gonna buy these Pokemon cards and turn a fucking profit on stuff that.
Similar. It's like the 90s when people bought in the 90s there was a perception you could make money off of the old packaged toys because I mean. If you knew someone with the first issue of Superman and it was in good condition, it was worth so much money. But then when you spoke to your dad or grandpa who was a kid, they'd be like, oh yeah, I just threw them out when I was done reading them. Not everyone collected everything, or maybe they threw them out years later, but it was like treated like a magazine or something like that, But in the 90s, people were keeping their comics. So even though it was assumed that, well, look at the performance of these investments from before, but then you realize, well, no, everyone is actually not throwing out their comics now. So now when you go to, you can see that there's things from the 90s that people bought that they thought were going to go up in price and it didn't. And even Han Solo and Carbonite is still 15 grand. It was 15 grand when it was new. So really, inflation adjusted, it went down in value.
Well, okay, let's kind of put this in perspective for example. Okay, people are buying Pokemon cards for that one rare card. Like I actually ran into somebody.
They buy the multi-pack or the booster packs, right?
It doesn't that profit, and then you got people that think that these Pokemon cards are worth it, that they can just go to a shop and buy these cards. And wait, can I be honest with you? I've collected Magic over the years, a lot of Magic cards, and I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, man. It's hard to run a profit on old stuff unless you had that old stuff since day one.
Well, I mean, it was cheaper when you bought it new, and then now it went up in price.
No. Try buying the old stuff back then. You won't get the same market that you want for that. It's just the way it goes. It's just one of those big problems where you're gonna have that moment where you're gonna have that issue. I've run into this a lot over the years. I've run into a lot of people who are they think they can get the Pokemon card. They think they're gonna get this brand new. Oh, we're gonna go buy some Pokemon cards, and then 2 days later they'll sell. You can't do that. You're not gonna turn around a You're not gonna get that get quick scheme that people like to do. Because that quick. Yeah, it's rare. It's fucking rare, and I've even said.
Is that why they're buying the booster pack, so to speak, and then hoping that one card out of that $10 pack is going to be that $100 or $1,000 card? Mm-hmm. And then, but the problem is that not every pack is going to have that card in it. So you need to buy 10 packs, so now you spend $200 on packs, and you're going to hope that out of that $200 a pack, you'll be able to weed out one or two cards that are worth more than any one pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Now here's what, I saw a video on Mudahara's channel the other day, Everyday Gamers, and it was basically, it was either Mudahara, I think it was Mudahara, and it was basically people at a supermarket where they had a Pokemon card vending machine. I don't know if they have these at my supermarket, and now after seeing the fucking video, I'm afraid to look at it. Maybe I will. You know what, I should go to one, because I want to see someone start a fight with me. I don't think they would do that here. I think people are a little bit less insane over here, but a guy goes up to the machine and he starts using it. The guy grabs him to pull him away from the machine. Because I think they were waiting for the machine to reset or get restocked. And they're like, oh, what are you doing, man? It's like, well, why do you own the machine? You're waiting, you're not in front of the machine. You're just waiting around the machine. But you think you have a right to stop some guy from using the machine?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have any right to that shit.
and it turned into an actual fight. And then he showed another video of a card store where another fight scene broke out, and it was like, I guess these are either scalpers or people who like Pokemon who want to make money on it too, but like, it's just so fucking weird.
It's insane, right? Like, it is actually insane. That's actually how I feel about this shit. I don't think this is like normal, personally. Okay, so we're going to be going into the. I got something to show you here. We're going now. We're doing the one thing in this game that's kind of neat. Now you have the ability to I actually have the ability to travel into the woods and look around, and you can find gear and equipment and other items that you can like kind of like gear and stuff. So your game plan, like I can find like. Yeah.
These machines are in California, apparently. That's where they are. No wonder people are being insane about it. Now it makes sense. Okay, so back to the subject here. So you're in the woods, and it looks like a semi-3D environment, and you're going to scavenge. So I see someone left beer or soda there, and a backpack. Unless that's a camper. You can't touch their shit because they're camping.
But can I use the crowbar to get through this? No, I can't. Shit, can I use... No, I can't. Damn it, I don't have a knife. I might have to go back to square one just to get through that location. Oh, we got some items. Like you can find the infamous I don't have no rope. Shit. You can find the infamous and most famous thing of all in the woods there, DJ. The forest porn. Oh, oh. You ever heard of the infamous and famous forest porn there, DJ?
No.
Well, you're younger than me, so you might not know about the famous forest porn. So, back in the day, we had something... I found it! The forest porn! Yay! We found forest porn, boys! Hooray! Chat, we found forest porn, chat! Be excited, boys. We found the forest porn. The most famous thing of all time. So, okay. For those that don't know, back in the day, for those who haven't dealt with life and existence, there was a time when, you know, you would have moments in your life where you'd go to the woods and maybe you'd get lucky and you would find the fabled forest porn.
Oh, if someone would hide their porn in the forest if they keep it at home or something.
Yeah, and then you were able to. Can I put this on upgrades? Oh, this is like not even there. Oh, there we go. Now we can customize our vehicle. So yeah, we could create the infamous and craziest thing of finding the legendary forest porn. It was a unique thing to find when you're out traveling, to find this item that was out there. You got to be a child of the 80s. I'm sorry. For those who aren't a child of the 80s, they never knew the truth of the amazing forest porn. I'm sorry. It sucks. I know, but you know, humanity. You've lost something. The internet made you lose the fabled thing, and you guys people like. I remember back in the day, like people would find like the infamous forest porn. And by the way, I just sold the forest porn for some bucks, but I because it's like it's money and I want cash. Yeah, I'm gonna read. But the forest porn was amazing for like the weirdness of that. Like, you just like, who's leaving porn out in the middle of fucking nowhere? And like people were like, oh, it's just forest porn. It's out there, and you'd find it, and you'd make and kids would fight over that shit, man. That shit would be battled for. That could start a fucking war amongst your friend groups.
Oh gosh.
It's not there? Oh, dude. I remember people like, some guy made a homeless shelter. I remember this years ago. And, now where's this casino I want to get to? I kind of want to do the casino mission now because they opened it up to the casino mission. I'm just looking for the casino right now. Oh, yeah, okay, so it's El Road. Okay, so I'm quite a distance. Okay, but where are we? We are over here, eh? Can I go? Yeah, we're going to go that way. We will end up on the road. But no, man, that was wild back in the day for kids, man. That was a kid's thing, man. Back in the day, it's like, ooh, the forest porn. Good morning. The stream's going good, Rum. Thank you very much. We are talking about, we're talking about the infamous forest porn. Yeah, DJ Ronan. Yeah. Yeah, and we're probably going to call it very shortly, but yeah, we're having a we're talking about the infamous forest porn again. That's my mantra of life. We must talk about the forest porn. You guys, none of you guys know. It was you guys just got to be there for it, boys. Life just was different that way. We all had a different life back then, and it just kind of existed. But it's a neat idea for a game. I do love this game. You can do so much side missions in this game. You can make a lot of money. You can do certain things. You even have people rob you if you're not careful. You can actually get someone on here that'll rob you. And there's some interesting mods that I've seen people do. Like I heard there's a mod out there where you can actually, like, you know, you can have sex with the people in the place. And I've heard a couple weird ones. I've heard. You know someone was gonna make it, right? Like that was bound to exist. It's humanity, man. We do stupid shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, so they got privacy. If someone doesn't have privacy, they're gonna go somewhere.
Yep. That's the first time I've actually seen my car get hit for damage. I haven't had a damage hit in this game for a long time. This game is very rarely have I had a serious damage hit on the game for terrain. But we do need to, yeah, I need to stop the vehicle quickly and get some stuff here because we're running out of gas. I'm going to use the last bit of our gas here, and then I'm going to probably, yeah, I'm going to add WD-40. Oh, can I fit that? Yeah, I can fit that in there. There we go. WD-40's in there.
I also wanted to mention with the computer parts, you know, like with people buying up parts that they don't actually need and that nobody needs, but trying to sell them for a high price. That means that eventually they're gonna need to make commercial rent or something, and they're gonna have to liquidate. So at some point in the next year or two, we will see by 2029 prices come down again.
I don't know, man. People have been talking about that with the video game market for years, and I
well, not
still
universally. It's got. I'm talking like parts, like, you know, and there are games that are old that came down in price. There was time we could buy Zapper for 75 cents. You get it for $5 now.
Oh God! You know what? We're taking the bride. We're putting some drama. We're putting some drama. This chick just yeah, she's a bride that like left her fucking thing, and she's crazy. This chick is crazy. There's also a little kid I think you can pick up in certain areas too. I don't know where that, like, I've never had that drop happen. We need much money here. We've got some cash here. Well, let's see what the forest has to offer, because we can maybe we can get some more legendary and infamous forest porn. Okay, we don't want to go that way yet, because we never know. Okay, we got the flashlight. We got through the cave. I need to get the knife. I keep forgetting to buy the knife. Oh well. Oh, we got some. We did get some mushrooms though. I think we're gonna call it in a little bit, but I figured we'd just do this and see what's going on for today. And okay, we got mushrooms. I can sell these, or I can cook these if I remember correctly. Can I cook these? No, I don't do that. I know we can eat these, and these could be very. These could be very interesting to eat, and I really don't feel like eating them to have that problem. Let's get into that goat inn and just no tasks. Shop. Let's order some. Let's get some taco. Let's get some goodies. I'm gonna need it for what I'm about to do. We don't have a gas station either, which is a problem. But we'll still do some work here. I do have a tent now, so I don't have to worry about sleeping in it.
Well, couldn't you just put a tent over your truck bed? I mean, in real life, that's what people do, right? Put a mattress in there and call it a tent. Or is it too cold in there because it's metal?
No, you can. It all depends on where you are. Right now, I'm not even near like. I don't know how far out I am, but I'm down near Louisiana. Yeah, like I think I'm right close to Louisiana right now.
I had a group of friends that had this weird internet drama where someone got drunk and people on their Discord and basically like, oh fuck these motherfuckers, man, they're monetizing, I'm not, blah blah blah, and they were kind of upset about it, but like, you know, they got loose when they were drinking and they said some mean things, so people got mad and got like, you know, kicked out of the chat group basically because it was like, oh well, why are you appearing on the show if you hate us all, you know, or hate these people. Like, it was just like one of these bizarre, you know, things, you know, so, I mean, like, I'm sure most person wants a person to do well, at least half of us do. We want them not to, like, you know, go crazy when they drink, you know? But, like, you know, they do, like voice impersonations. Like, they don't really have an original character. They do a lot of impersonations. But, you know, they have fun doing it. They sing some songs. Okay, power to them, you know? They show other people a good time, you know? But, you know, I think some people are mad for different reasons. Like, one person was mad because, like, they did this thing where, like, this friend of ours, she's cool. She's, like, a stripper who took a beautiful picture of herself in a bunny suit. And, like, my friend would sell it for, like, you know, $25. And it was, like, limited edition. And then, you know, you'd give it some of the proceeds. But all she had to do was take the picture and mail it to my friend. And then he would worry about, you know, shipping it to people. But then she did this for another person's promotion. And it was, like, basically, like he was having her do all of, like, the shipping to each individual person, which, like, you know, comes out of a time in pocket, you know. So the way that person was handling things, I think he left other reasons why people were pissed. But the best one was, that really got one of my friends real tight, was whenever he was doing a stream, he'd be, like, in StreamYard, the other guy in the you know, background chat, like, yo, play my advertisement for my show. And, like, he'd keep bugging him, and he's like, dude, I'll play it when I play it, like, chill, you know, like, you know, I heard you the first 3 times.
Yeah, I got it. I know. I bug people too. I try not to bug people that much in chat, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But, you know, I mean, the balance to be had. I'm sure it's like you don't lash out drinking it bad, right?
No, well, I
go, fuck Ron, fuck L, fuck Harvest. I hope Harvest is alright. I heard his laptop charger. I don't know. I gotta see if I can maybe I'll just leave him a comment. But from what I understand, his laptop isn't charging anymore. Now, that can mean a lot of things. So maybe his post will tell me a little more because that was when he left the community post. But I'm wondering, is it his charger or is it the laptop? Like, if it's the charger, I'll fucking happily send him a charger if he needs one. You know, I understand when you're about to get the thing, you don't know what you're gonna get. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I feel bad, like, you know, like, that's a big part of his thing, you know, he does a show every fucking night. And,
is he still doing shows at night? I haven't seen anything lately.
No, he hasn't done it in a week or two. That's the thing, it's been like a week and a half. Like last week, I went to tune in, Oris wasn't on. And it was 2 nights in a row, and I was like, okay, now I'm getting a little worried here. It was 3 nights in a row, and then Elle called me out during my Monday show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's his routine. I mean, he clearly loves playing games, you know, and it sucks, like, to lose the machine or ability to use the machine, so it's like...
Oh, yeah, you can always reach out to him, eh, DJ? Like, there's nothing wrong with reaching out to the guy. Anyway, we're going to...
I assume that if he could leave a YouTube community post, he'll get it eventually, so at least I can leave him a message on there and Discord, and then when he gets it, he gets it. Hopefully he won't be mad that I took my time getting back to him, but, you know...
Nothing wrong with DMing the guy. Like, I've sent him a couple DMs, and I don't want to talk about it on live because we are live right now.
Yeah, no
worries. Yeah. But it's a. By the way, how do you like the shimmer I got off the cat eyes here? I don't know if you saw the cat image.
I did see something that looked a little interesting there. It's right now on a black screen, but I'm sure I've seen this. Oh yeah, that you added that?
No, I didn't add anything. That's actually me just taking a picture.
Oh yeah, that's why I probably didn't notice that first. It's normal, but it still does look pretty cool.
It does, right? Like, that's a beautiful picture of her with the eyes. That is hard to get, by the way. That is hard to get. And Bob's right. She does. She's gotten into the habit now because the way I do this, for those that don't know, is I wait for her to get relaxed, pet her, make sure she's all good. Then I go up, take the picture, and I ring my keys real quick so she gets that direct eyesight with the camera and the flash. And I go, bam. Don't hurt her. Doesn't hurt her. I'm not doing it right in her face, but it gets that nice eye sheen, eh?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the eyes tend to reflect a lot of light back.
They will, and that's what I got. We got this beautiful light shine. And yeah, no, that's how I got that. So like I said, she's gone into the habit of she won't let me win the camera. I got a couple more here. They're just not me really. It's just me getting the flash because you can't really get, because it's so dark in the room. But yeah, no, we got some fun stuff of her here. All right. So I think we're done for the night, boys. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us for tonight. And I do appreciate everyone, and like, subscribe, check out people. We have a lot of people on here that help each other out. We're all part of a retro community. Please help each other out, and hopefully we can get up to 500 one of these days. We are trying to get that up there. We want to get there, boys. We want that numbers. All right, guys, have yourselves a very good night, and we'll see you next time. And maybe I'll do some more Keep Driving on Sunday. I enjoy this game. This is actually one of my favorite game to play is Keep Driving. It's just absolutely enjoyable. It's chill, and I like that. All right, have yourself a good one, and we'll see you next